There's live. Right. Hello, everybody. Oh, I tell you, I've had a few problems getting this thing started. All right, I'm moving. What I'm going to do, I'm just moving the screen over left and right to there. I think that ought to do it. Okay, that's the thing. The clock is in the left, and the bloody comments will be in the right. So I'm going to go over there. Okay. Anyway, I've got got a couple of people watching already. I was Paul Villis. Hello to you. Hello. Oh, got 4 people. Hello. Yeah, they're coming in thick and fast now. George White. Marks. Hello there. Hello to you. Robbie Cooper. Hello. Actually, you know, there's a couple of things. Normally, I don't know what I'm going to be talking about, but I've got a K Collymore. Kai. Hello, Mark. Paul Villis, can you say hi to my son Jack? From Paul Villis. Hello to Jack. Jack Villis. Hello to you, and welcome to everybody. I assume that Jack is watching. I don't know, but welcome. And Michael Bell. There we go. There's a few people. There's a lot of people watching very early on. I didn't forecast the fact that I was doing a live stream because I wasn't entirely sure. And my beard is itching. You may. I don't know whether the thumbnail. You know, people see the thumbnail or what they see as a thumbnail. I've actually put a thumbnail up there, but I know it'll be on after the fact. Robbie Cooper, no. Well, I might do actually. I've got some vodka down here and some Coke, so I might be on that in a moment. I've got a couple of things to actually. There was one gripe about this bloody, you know. But I might get to that. Remind me, anybody, if he's interested. I had these had a few angry words to say to a woman in the co-op being a bit thick again. But there's one announcement that I'm quite excited about. The other day, I got myself, which again, you know, I ask people not to skip the adverts if they can entirely, you know, put up with it, because I say what it does, it you know, helps promote the channel by not skipping the ads. It's just a fraction, but it all builds up. I've managed to get myself a post box, a P.O. box, just the other day, and it starts on Tuesday. So what I figured, you know, if anybody's interested, right? But what I was going to do is, what I would do is ask everybody to write this down. It's the wording to a video which I'd like everybody to watch, and it will give you details. Right? It's called Mark's Remarks Money Saving Tip 1. Okay, it's where I'm doing some skinflint videos, you know, how to save a penny. And what I was doing, I made postcards out of cereal boxes and you know, I mean, like this, for example, you know, in a Claire's box, what you do, you just rip the back off, you know, neat up a little bit, and you've got yourself a ready-made postcard. That's the idea of the Mark's Remarks Money Saving Tip number 1. That video, I did a bunch of them, but if you watch that, you'll get the idea. And what I would like to do is, with my new P.O. box, is to have, you know, if everybody wants to send me a postcard made from a rubbish bit of packaging, could be the back of a packet of biscuits, write your message on that, put a stamp on it, send it to the P.O. box, back of a meat pie box, back of a cereal box, back of a I don't know. Anyway, you know, one of those microwave dinners with the sleeves that come, you know, with a plastic tray that's inside the sleeve. You know, cut a postcard out of that, write your message. Can I get a shout out? Post it to my postal thing. And what I'll do is, I'm thinking about doing a live reading out of all the postcards and all this kind of stuff, you know, depending on, yeah, I mean, I assume that they'll, you know, if I get a handful, then that'd be great. I'll just do a live thing and I'll just read them all out as I am now live. I'll just, you know, but make sure it's on the back of a you know, a discarded bit of packaging. Don't send it on a regular postcard. Don't send any letters that I'm gonna have to open up, and, you know, because I'm trying to imagine the look on the postman's face when he has to deliver all these scrap bits of paper. But yeah, take a look at that video, Mark's Remarks Money Saving Tip, and I'll show you a few examples about what you can use to make a postcard out of. And, you know, like I say, write on it, hello, some stuff, and you know, can you give a shout out to me, the wife, the kids, the dog, you know, whoever, and I'll read them out. Okay. Anyway, so I'm just going to hold this up for a few seconds, and then you can write this down. And what I'll do, I'll put this up I'll put this back up in a few minutes. Yeah, you know, to see how that goes. You know, to see if I can get some, you know, not so much fan mail as such, but you know, just you know, be a bit different than people writing. You know, on you know, on the comment section on the videos. Can you do me a shout out? All this kind of stuff. Oh, Maurice is in the house. Nick Bates, 87. Nick Bates, I remember you from last live stream, because you've got a surname that it's the same as my music teacher. Hey Mark, so glad to have. Oh, hello. So glad I just saw you were live. Hope you're all good. How's work going? Oh, work's not so bad. It's on and off. You know, the hours come and go. You know, so but you know, it's all good. Peter B, good to see you doing another live stream. Well, thanks very much. Yeah, I do like the live streams, and you know, it's kind of fun. All right, what I'm going to do, I'm going to pour some of this. Got my old generic Co-op. Thing is, this Co-op vodka, you know, I mean, it's £16.50, and it's. I find that pretty much all the shop brands are roughly that anyway. You can get cheaper ones, but you know, £16.50 for a litre of anything, you know, is bloody, you know. You know, actually, you know, the thing is, this per liter. Anybody know how much a liter of petrol is? Because I'm trying to think, it's like it'll be over £1. Because the difference between because when I look at the signs, you know, so it has liters and gallons. But I mean, pound for pound, this has got to be 10 times more expensive than petrol. And you think how much work it takes to get petrol from oil, you know? And this has got to be, you know, a whole hell of a lot easier than extracting oil and then separating it from the petrol. Petrol from the oil. Anyway. Right, I'm just filling up my vodka and Coke. Nick Bates, I am your old music teacher, also watching as my girlfriend Laura. Also watching as your girlfriend. Misread. Also watching is my girlfriend Laura. She loves the show and would love a shout out. Aha. Well, hello, Laura. Welcome to the channel. And no, you won't be my music teacher because you share the same surname as my music teacher. And the 87, I'm presuming, is your year of birth, which that doesn't match anyway. But, you know, it's good to have you on board anyway. Oh, and Daniel's in the house. Daniel, is that formerly known as Dan? Because you've changed your picture again. It's hard to keep track of. Anyway, what I'll do, I'll show this thing in a few moments, right? Because what I want to do. Oh, Jesus, I nearly spilled my. Nearly spilled my libation. Yeah. So what I'm thinking is, if everybody sends, you know, these postcards made up of, you know, cereal boxes, biscuit boxes, and microwave dinner sleeves. What they do, send all that. I'll do some live streams because. Oh, and the other thing that I'm hoping to do is to possibly, if that works out, is offer the postal address to people. Out of all my subscribers, I got actually. Last time I looked earlier today, I was one short of 1,200 subscribers, 1,199. There must be somebody out there who has a company or knows somebody who has a company or their sister's married to somebody who has a company, right? Who like the T-shirt I'm wearing here, has promotional T-shirts. Perhaps they would like to send me using that P.O. box. Send me a promotional T-shirt. I'll probably wear it on my future videos. They'll get a quick shout out for their company if they put the details on there. What who they are, what they do, where they are, phone number, I don't know, whatever, website address and all that stuff. I'll give them a shout out. So if they want to send me a promotional T-shirt, that's pretty brilliant because I am. Because that works out as twofold. See, benefit for everybody because I want to help out my subscribers if they've got something to promote, a business, a chippy, hairdressers, a mechanic shop, or whatever. I want to help promote you because you're taking the time to help promote my channel by watching it and listening to my bullshit all the time. And also, I need some T-shirts, because I'm too tired to go out and buy them. I just need some T-shirts as well, so it helps both. Man, I am just shameless. Okay. Isaac Seal, what's your PayPal? I'll send you some deep fried beans. Well, I tell you, Isaac Seal, if you use the P.O. box name address here, you can send me some of those refried beans or deep fried beans or anything else. Oh, that was the other thing I was thinking of, right? Was if anybody's going on holiday, which reminds me, a friend of mine went to Amsterdam the other day and he got me a little sachet from McDonald's of sauce. I went to Spain and the name for potato is it's the same. Basically, it's got the word for potato on there, so it'd be like ketchup, like sauce for chips. If you're going abroad, pick up those free sachets. If you go into, America, China, Australia, anywhere that they've got sauces in their local McDonald's, Burger King, Taco Bell, sauces that we can't get here, by all means, use this address to post them to me, and I'll give you a shout out, and I'll test them, see what they taste like on the, on a video or on live. I'll whip up some chicken nuggets and I'll eat them live or whatever, But it's all good, So postcards, T-shirts, sachets of sauces. Okay. Willow Pete, shout me for some banana. Shout me for some banana. I don't know what that. James Shaw, Charlie, telling Charlie to shut up. Willow Peak, Nigeria. Oh, you're from Nigeria? That's interesting. In fact, most because I get graphs on the if I go through the buttons on the computer, it tells me what percentage of people are looking at what particular videos and how many what can I say, how many minutes it totals up. And the majority of my subscribers, or at least the people who watch my videos, that is, something like 98% are from England. It's like 1.5 or 1.1 from America, and then a fraction of a percent from Poland, Australia, and all that lot. Lewis Taylor, Mark, please can you make some merchandise like T-shirts and jumpers? Yeah, well, Oh, Ben Varley. Hello to you. Yeah. I mean, what if I do see a lot of people put T-shirts on for sale with their thing. It's something that I could go for, I guess. Ollie Steer, you're such a saucy little bugger, you. Yeah, thank you. What was I saying? Yeah, it's something that I could go into. Yeah, I guess it'll be most likely be some T-shirts or something cheap. Because I see a lot of people, they do everything: T-shirts, vests, jumpers, jackets, hats. Christ Almighty, Ah, Charlie Todd, Mark, if you dab, Charlie Todd says, Mark, if you dab, I'll send you a $5. I don't know what dab is. You got to remember, I'm an old guy. I don't know what these new, I don't know what that is. Nick Bates is saying, eat Kershaw's breakfast Monday to Friday in a double wrap. I haven't done a wrap in a long time. They were really good, more wraps, please. Yeah, no, those wraps are Mark's Remarks tortilla wraps. If you type that in, then but if I can find anything decent to put in a wrap, I'll, Sweep Sings, who's while the name is fresh in my mind, but Sweep Sings has a channel. I watched your channel, and Sweep Sings does some really interesting, like a picture of Sooty and Sweep and a few other characters singing to some quite famous songs, and it's quite, it's quite funny. Some of them I like. Why do I go through them and choose a song that I know that I like and then listen to them singing? It's quite funny stuff. Sweep Sings, where do you stand on Marmite? Oh, it is Marmite and coffee. Coffee will make me sick anyway. I'll be ill if I drink coffee. Marmite, I just can't. I just don't like the smell of it, the taste of it. No, so I'm reading comments while. So don't send me any Marmite. Pretty much every other sauce packet you can find, I'll take those. Mark Smith, yeah, it has been a while. Yeah, it's been about 3 weeks. I've just been working, and what was I talking about? Jesus, that's the thing. I'm reading, I'm talking about other stuff, and then Marmite. Yeah, no, Marmite. I've never liked Marmite. In fact, some of you have seen briefly Carl, my brother, on one or two videos when we've gone out in the car to McDonald's. When he was a kid, he could eat Marmite with a spoon out of a jar. He was a sicko. But no, I've never gone for Marmite. Chemotherapy wig. Chemotherapy wig. Took me a while to figure that out. Hi, Mark. How about making a cheese omelette? Maybe a 5-egger. Interesting. Yeah. Well, I have used fried eggs in a recipe which haven't been fried egg. Like I put a load of eggs in a frying pan, mashed them up, put a load of bacon and rice and beans, and I've done that with a kind of an omelette, but mixing 3 or 4 different other stuff with it. Kaya Collymore. If I stand up and dance, actually, well, that's the thing. I can't get dancing. It's so it's too hot. I'm sorry, but thank you. Robin, Mark, can you go down? Mark, can you down your drink? Well, I don't know. I'll drink a bunch. Otherwise, I never get to it. Hello. Well, it's just as I was about to take a sip. Then George White has donated £3.10. Thank you ever so much, George White. Yeah, that's a new function that they've put on the live streams. There's a I think it's to do with that pound sign underneath the comment section. But thank you very much, George White. Very much appreciated. Did you vote on Thursday? No, I wanted to, and then the thing is, I had a whole bunch of stuff that I had to sort of do a circuit of stuff. And I had to go to the bank. I had to go down and sort out a P.O.BOX. I had to meet somebody, and then I had to get I had to wait on a ride to get down to the this cash and carry. Anyway, it all went to shit, and I didn't manage to. It was a bloody pain though, because I wanted to vote. Ah, Sweep Sings. Very £4.99. I'll tell you, you're very generous. Thank you very much. You know, in fact, it's things like and Isaac Seal. Bloody hell, they're coming in thick and fast. Isaac Seal, £1.99. Thank you so much. Willow Peak, £2. Much appreciated. Thank you. It's things like that because that's what I do with the postal. I can put it towards Postbox. I can put it towards special videos and whatnot. But yeah, thank you very much to all those people. Let's see. I'll just recap on. Yeah, we got George White, Sweep Sings, Isaac Seal. Is that a Marilyn Monroe picture you got there? And then we got Willow Peak. Thank you all. Okay, now back to my. Somebody asked me to take a big swig of. Willow Peak, get your meal deal, bro. Yeah, I shall put it towards a special video. I should think. Meal deal vid bio, but boy, what BOI was it? Meal deal. Oh, meal deal. I think that's because somebody, I don't know whether it was you in the last one that's talking about a meal deal where you get a sandwich, a drink, and a bag of crisps from a co-op. They're actually. Lewis Taylor, £2.99. Thank you ever so. I tell you what, it's what's Willow Peak? That's Lewis. That's from Lewis Taylor. Thank you. Willow Peak. I want to meet you. You're my favorite YouTuber. Oh, it's funny. Yeah, I mean, do you live in Milton Keynes? Because I mean, I'm always willing. If people catch me, nobody ever recognizes me on the bus or anywhere. In fact, I was talking. A guy come up to me at the bus stop last couple of weeks ago, and said, he said to me, "Oh, excuse me, I don't mean to be rude. Do you?" He says, "Has anybody ever told you you look like Ricky Gervais?" And I was like, "Shit." I said to him, "Right, well, you know what? The thing is, I've got a YouTube channel, and people write to me all the time. So I think people do recognize me, but they think I'm Ricky Gervais. I don't know." Mark Smith, I'm in the 2% of your. It's jumped there. I'm in the 2% of your viewers being from Dublin. Ah, Mark Smith, I'm in the 2% of your viewers being from Dublin. Dublin, that's Ireland, I think. 2%. Well, and that's the thing. How do you know? How do you know 2%? Anyway, I think your T-shirts fit Mark's remarks should say anyway. It's your catchphrase. Yeah, actually, well, that's the thing, but people do repeat stuff that I say like a catchphrase. I've never actually consciously thought about a catchphrase. It's just words that I say, but people pick up on them. George White says, "Yes, Mark, you look like Ricky Gervais." Yeah, I don't know, but maybe it's the face. Maybe when I don't shave for a week, maybe that's. Actually, I'm wondering how that's pronounced. Kai K. Collymore. Mark, can I buy you a pizza and send it to your house? Well, no, you see, that's the thing. That's the idea of having a post box. That way, I don't have, that's why YouTubers, a lot of YouTubers have post boxes, so they don't. It's probably not a good idea. And I'm sure you're of sound mind, but it's not always a good idea to publicize your address to anybody. But anyone who want to send any correspondence or anything like this, there you go. That's the address. In fact, I've got one thumbs up. If anybody wants to hit the thumbs up, I don't know whether it does any good. I honestly don't know how YouTube, how their algorithms work, but I mean, it can't hurt. If you like the show, by all means, hit the thumbs up. Oh yeah, we've got 3 now. I've got 12 people watching, and I've got 3 thumbs up. Oh, 11. 11 people watching. Just lost one. But 3 thumbs up. Yeah, don't be shy. You know. Okay, let's have a look. Mark, did you have? Oh, Nick Bates 87. What did you have for dinner? Well, I had a kebab and chips. My local chippy does kebabs. They they do the doner. They do a chicken, and then they do a tandoori chicken. And then what I normally do is go in and say, look, just put all 3 of them, in a kebab, and then I go next door, and have their chips sometimes. Oh, okay, Ashley. Robbie Cooper, would you do a public meetup? I should think. I mean, if there's, I don't know what I would, I don't know if there's enough people to warrant, but yeah, I should imagine. Yeah, I mean, if I get a day off, possibly, yeah, but I wouldn't be against going up, say, the city centre, meeting at a place and having a, get a few people, chat over a ice cream sundae or something, or whatever you like, that'd be quite interesting, get some, sign some autographs and stuff. I don't know, but but yeah, I'm, if there's enough people that want that, on my day off, I could probably do that. I could probably, although it'd probably be, it might be easier for me to say, right, it's my day off. I'm going up to the city centre. Anybody up there at noon, like that, otherwise, rather than trying to organise with 12 different individuals. Let's see. Sweep Sings, done my thumbs up. Ah, excellent, thank you. That's 4. I've lost a few people. Where were they going? Anyway, I got 4 thumbs up. Thank you to Sweep Sings. I've lost. Actually, that one Kai Collymore. Could you break that down into syllable? How do I pronounce that first name? K Collymore. What's your favourite crisps? And I'll post it to your post box. Oh, that's very decent. I've actually done a lot of reviews on crisps. So that might be a good idea to have a quick look at those. But actually, if you see a brand new flavor, one that's only as soon as it comes out, grab hold of that. That'd be good. Or thing is that I tried a load of Walker's ones. There was like mint. There was a whole bunch of. I did a what was it? There was sticky rib and all that. Like they don't seem to be doing those anymore. They did them for a few bloody weeks and then discontinued them. But yeah, but pretty much any flavor, send them along. I'll try them. If I haven't tried them, if I haven't done a review on them before, I'll eat them and review them, and of course, shout you out. But you'll get a shout out anyway. Just any flavor. But I do like the ones that the mint ones, the sticky rib ones. There was a few Walker's flavors that. Maybe it's just my local crappy co-op that don't sell them anymore. Maybe but I've done a bunch of reviews on some really good ones. Mark Smith, I'm a long-time viewer. Was here on your first live stream. Oh, thank you very much, Mark Smith. Yeah, that was a while back. I've actually deleted. I was pissing about with all the buttons on the YouTube thing, and I'm on my channel, and I managed to delete a bunch of them. My very first one was a 9-hour live stream. Christ, I nearly died that day. 9 hours. It's from like 9 in the evening through till 6 in the morning, I think it was. Yeah, there was people who were watching in the nighttime who were going to bed, waking up the following morning. I'm still there. Sweep Sing says, I'll send you some delicious and strange Scottish treats. Excellent. Hey, thank you. Yeah, it's funny. Yeah, because I tell you, if you can get hold of, if you can get hold of Highland toffee, I'd be well appreciated. I used to work with a Scottish guy a year and a half, 2 years ago, and I said to him, look, the bloody thing is, right, when I was a kid, you could get Highland toffee for it was all over the place. Now you can't get it. I was asking what the hell's going on, right? Since you're Scottish, but he did, of course he didn't know, but yeah, Highland toffee, if they still make that, I don't know, but if they still sell that in Scotland, that would be well appreciated. Oh, I used to love Highland toffee. Oh, it's the best. But yeah, that's the thing. It's interesting things, Sweep Sings, because he's talking about send some delicious and strange Scottish treats. There are things I'm sure that here in Milton Keynes we don't get, which other Scotland, you can buy all over the country, which are not available here. Because sometimes, like when a new company, when a chocolate company bring out a new chocolate bar, they do it in a certain town or in a certain part of the country to see if it sells. Then great, they move it along. They don't just there's bound to be stuff out there that I can't get. Sweep Sings, I'll send you a deep fried Mars bar, but I doubt it would arrive. Yeah, I'm not certain that cooked food would be a good idea. I mean, food as in, sealed up, packaged food, crisps, chocolate bars, whatever, sauce sachets, but cooked food, I don't think that would go very well in the post. I'm just thinking, but interesting though. Right, where we got here? We got George White sends another £2.10. Thank you, George White. That's very generous. And I still recognise your picture. That's that kid who had that confrontation with that native Indian Indian guy at the outside that famous building. There's a big hoo-ha about that. Just had a Donna and a glass of red. Aha. Yeah, I've never been a wine drinker, but just had because I had a Donna. I had a Donna kebab. Donna chicken and tandoori chicken. Yeah, it's very good. Yeah, we both had Donna. Both had kebabs. So thank you, George White. Very nice, very kind. Yeah, it's amazing how generous and kind the subscribers are. It's sending donations like that to help the channel. I mean, like I say, it helps fund little experiments like this. It. I mean, hopefully that'll go well. But yeah, I mean, let me just reiterate: don't send regular postcards or letters. Use, like on the video, I'd ask everybody to have a look at Mark's remarks. Money saving tip number 1. That'll explain everything. But basically, it's using scrap packaging, from a biscuit to a cornflakes packet, to a box of mince pies. Just cut a cardboard square out of the cardboard there, the postcard. And then my post box would be full up with all these scrap bits of cardboard. It'd be funny. But yeah, that's how I'll fund things like this, and any other special videos. It's very decent. Oh, gamer knowledge. Gamer knowledge. Did I? Let's see. Oh no, I thought that gamer knowledge was somebody. I did a shout out for Gamer Dragon. I'm looking at my book here. I make a note of everybody who I'm shouting out. I'll write down Gamer Dragon. Anyway, this is a different one. Gamer knowledge. My dad lives in Milton Keynes. Yeah. Where about in Milton Keynes? Near the seaside? No, whereabouts? Oh, Sweep Sing says his name. Oh, so that's the thing. I didn't know it was a he or a she. Sweep Sing says his name is pronounced Ka-E. See, that's an name. Ka-E. Queen Elizabeth II, Sup B. Suppleby. Joseph Stalin is in the house. Can you? Queen Elizabeth II says, "Can you and Skills 1333 box, please?" Can you and Skills 1333 box? I don't see. I don't know. I don't even know what that means. K.I. Collimar, there you go. Pronounce my name like K.I., if that makes any sense. K.I. Collimore. I'll try and remember that. K.I. Mark Smith is in the house. Sweep sings. Mark, I will get you high. Oh, yeah. Aha. Oh, I've lost it now. Shit. Oh, bastard. There we go. Sweep sings. Mark, I will get you Highland toffee. It's the crack cocaine of Scotland. Excellent. Yeah, I tell you, if you can give me some Highland toffees, a couple of them little bars there, that'll be marvellous. I haven't had Highland toffee since I was like, bloody hell, I don't know, 12 years old. I mean, it was, you should be able to get it for 10p a bar back in those days, I think. Yeah, Highland toffee was excellent. Mark Smith. Phantom Vex is in the house. Hello. Oh, War Ready. Another name I recognize from pretty much all the live streams. Hi, Mark. Been a while. It has. Yeah, it's been a few weeks. And yeah, I'm back doing a quick one. So I was hoping to keep this to about an hour or so. Melissa. Ask, what do you do as a job? Well, I work in a warehouse, humping some heavy stuff. Mattresses, tellies for people to order on the internet. Melissa asks, what are you drinking? I'm drinking shop brand vodka with shop brand cola. There you go. My favorite mix. K.I. Collymore, can you wish my girlfriend Leah a happy birthday for tomorrow? Happy birthday, Leah. It doesn't go on to say how old you'll be tomorrow, but your birthday's tomorrow, so happy birthday. Already asked Mark your thoughts on Ramadan. Well, I don't got any. No, I've lost Ramadan. Yeah, I haven't got any time for Ramadan or any of those religious ceremonies. It's all hokum. Melissa, also, have you ever been to Newport Pagnell? I have a bunch of times. Yeah, I haven't been in. When was the last time I went up there? Oh, you know what? The last time. Hold on. Oh. The last time I went to Newport Pagnell was to get my my cards printed. I had thousands of these printed. There you go. Hopefully you can read that there. And yeah, I had thousands of them. And there's a bit more on the back. I'll turn it so it doesn't shine. Yeah, there was a company in Newport Pagnell which did all these. I've been leaving these all over Milton Keynes. On every bus that I go to, I leave them on the seats. I leave them in bus shelters. I hand them out to anybody who, if I get into a conversation with somebody, say, oh, yeah, by the way, check this out. They're all keen at first, but I don't think anybody really. But it seems to be paying off though. So I've got a fair, quite a lot of subs since. I mean, the thing is because you're able to monitor how how many subs you know. You usually get a sub every couple of days, 2 or 3 days maybe. But it has increased as I got the cards. Yeah, they were right pleased with these. Printed on both sides, only different stuff on both sides. Mark's Remarks YouTube channel. Shop brand foods, alcohol reviews, sponsorship requests welcome. And on the front, how to cook easy, nutritious meals on a budget using quality ingredients. Stir fry, casseroles, pies, desserts, sandwiches. There you go. So if you see any of these, on the buses at Milton Keynes, it'll probably be me that's been dumping them around there. Yeah, but pick them up, give them to if you find one, pick them up, give them to your friend, or just tell your friend anyway. Anyway. Yeah, George White. Milton Keynes is a fairly new city. Concrete cows. Yeah, we do have the concrete cows. Fairly new city. Yeah. Let's see. 40, yeah, I've been here about. Let's see. I'm coming up to 49. If I was 40. Yeah, I've been here approximately. I've been in Milton Keynes, living in Milton Keynes for approximately 40 years, and there was a lot of area that had been built and settled, a lot of housing estates. The shopping centre, the Milton Keynes shopping centre, you may have seen on the telly, that was just weeks away from being complete. They were still putting down the marble floors in the shopping centre. So yeah, in the grand scheme, a little over 40 years, which is fairly young for a city, But yeah, I was about. Well, I remember I was in Dis Norfolk when I was 7. That was when the Silver Jubilee. So it was shortly after that. So I would have been 8, 9. So 40 years. Tony B, spaghetti bolognese or lasagna? Well, that's the thing. I'm not big on I'm not big on lasagna, all that melted. I like melted cheese, but I had a lasagna on a plane once, and I've never really gone for it since. So spaghetti bolognese, curry or Chinese? I think Chinese. I do. I like to go the Chinese all you can eat buffet. Tony B says, "Do you hear about many insurance scams in the warehouse industry?" Well, I don't, because I'm not in. I'm just in the warehouse doing my thing. I'm not in sales or anything. Robbie Cooper, do you watch McJuggernauts? McJuggernuggets? Do you watch McJuggernuggets or any other YouTubers? Uh, I do. I mean, I have a. I don't really sort of. There are a handful, which is why I have approximately 10 or 12 in my favorites. I'm not one of these people. I've looked on people's channels and they've got fucking hundreds and hundreds of people in their favorites. Christ knows how they manage to keep track of all the watch any of their videos. But I just have the people who I have 12. I've never heard of Muck Juggernuggets. But yeah, I like there are a bunch that I'm not subscribed, but I do like watching their stuff. Mr. H reviews. He's funny enough, he does reviews on movies, and it's funny though, because I wrote to him once and I didn't get any comments, but listening to his voice. Sometimes he does voiceovers on his comment, on the video. He's got like a deep voice. I thought he was black listening to him talk, and then I saw his face on one of his videos. And he's a white guy, but a bit like but yeah, I thought he was a black guy from the voice. I watch him. You've heard me mention Pete Thomas, Chris the Butcher and Friends. I watch those. Um, but a lot of my video ones is just ones that I Just watch. I like watching documentaries, and I like watching the alligators versus wildebeest, that kind of thing. Lions munching on giraffes and stuff. Stuff like or safari documentaries. Robbie Cooper, do you follow a football team? No, I don't. I've never been a fan of football. How's it pronounced? Oh fuck, I can't remember. K-I Collymore. Anyway, I can't remember how the pronunciation. Have you ever been to Northampton? I don't know. I've been to a lot of towns and cities over the years, either visiting or working. You go into a town for a day, and then Northampton. It's possible, very possible. I mean, when I passed my driving test, I would just drive to, just go look on the map and just drive to towns that I've been to, just for the experience of driving. So it is possible. Mark Smith, how do you drink on a budget video? Oh, I see. Mark Smith, how to drink on a budget video. Yeah, well, I'll tell you, I've done lots of alcohol reviews, and I've actually drank everything from the upper grade or upper name ciders. I've done a few lagers. I've actually drank, I think it was Sainsbury's and Morrison's, 4 cans of lager for £1.10. That's how you drink on a budget. I mean, they're not particularly strong lagers, but I mean, if you want to drink on a budget, they buy shop brands. Melissa, how can we get one of those Mark's Remarks cards? Um, I'll tell you what. I said to everybody when they if they want to write to me on the back of a bit of scrap cardboard, food packaging, I'll do a shout out, right? And I said to you, don't send any letters or whatever, But if you do send a letter to me via that post box, if you send a letter containing a stamped, addressed envelope, okay, put your name on it, put your address on it, put a stamp on it. Anybody who wants one, I'll send one of these to you. Okay. The more the merrier. I've got thousands of them. Okay. So yeah, postal address. Send me a letter with including a stamped addressed envelope, and I'll post you one of these cards, and you can have that as a souvenir. There you go. Anyway, for anybody who wants one. So Melissa, that's how you get one of those, unless you manage to find one on the bus. But then you have to be in Milton Keynes for that, Sweep sings, what's your dream holiday destination? Right. I'll tell you what, it's funny because there's two types of. I mean, I've actually a lot of you people may recall. I mean, I've spoken a few times when I've ran with the Bulls on 5 occasions. I've gone to Spain, and the name of the town escapes me. San Sebastian in Spain. All right, I've been to Spain 3 times, and I've ran with the Bulls 5 times. That is one of my dream dream holiday. I'm not one of these people to go somewhere and just lay on the beach for a fucking week and then come back. No, I need to go. If I go on holiday, I need to go there for a reason. And the reason why we went to Spain was specifically to do the bull run. That was our intention. That was why we went. It wasn't to soak up the rays. It was to do the bull run. Now, on the other hand, another dream holiday would be if I was to go somewhere. Well, I've actually done some research on this. You know, like when there are companies where you can travel to somewhere, and you spend a week or so combing the beach, getting all the crap off the beach, all the cigarette lighters and the carrier bags and all the, you know, washed up drinks bottles and stuff, that wash up on the beach on foreign lands. You can go there and do that. That would be my idea of a holiday. You go somewhere to a foreign land and just get all the plastic crap off the beach. Just spend a week doing that. That would be my thing, because it'll be something productive. It'll be something where I'm doing something. Like I say, I'm not one to go somewhere and just lay on the beach and just, I want to, I'd go there and clean the beach and, do some good. Or, I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm no friend of the Africans, right? But I would consider, I would go there and, if I could go there and dig a well, for example, that would be the kind of thing that I would like to do. Or build some fences to keep the villagers safe from the lions on one side and keep the goats safe on the inside. Fence building, but go there for a reason. That's my idea of a dream holiday. George White, will Boris Johnson be the next MP? I doubt. Yeah, I doubt. Uh, so I read that as MP, member of Parliament. Well, he is a member of Parliament, but PM, Prime Minister. No, he won't be the. Well, I don't think he'll be the next Prime Minister. Member of Parliament. Yeah, he's in there. He's good for a laugh, But the thing is, he's one of those goofs where he's fun to watch. He's fun to listen to because he's unpredictable and he's quite a funny guy. But put him in a position of authority and where we depend on him to be sane. No. Anybody not hit the thumbs up? By all means, go right ahead. There's I've got a Alison Mahoney. That's the name of that guy on Police Academy, isn't it? Anyway, Alison Mahoney. Hi, Mark. Why do you drink out of a pot noodle cup? Well, that's a question I get asked quite a lot. Well, a lot over the time I've had the channel. I drink out of a pot noodle tub. One, because you get a free cup with every pot noodle. It means you don't have to go out and buy one. You get a free one. Same as I drink out of the stir fry jar, Uncle Ben's stir fry jar. You get a free drinking glass with every stir fry. So I don't have to buy one. I just and also on occasion in the past I've fallen asleep with a glass of vodka in my hand. So, but because as you can see, it is wider. It's wider at the top than it is at the bottom, so it's not as easy for it to slip through your fingers. I mean, it will do, of course, but it's because it's wider at the top. It doesn't quite slip through your fingers as quickly as a regular glass would. K. Collymore, what is your favorite pot noodle? That'd be the chicken and mushroom. And I did a review on sticky rib pot noodle. That was really good. I've only ever had one. That was the one I did a review on, but that was very, very nice. Farquhar Winterbottom. Do you think Blue Van Man stole your idea for a channel? Because I do. No, well, I don't know. I don't. Does he do? What would he do? Reviews on? Does he do a cookery thing? I don't think I've ever seen Blue Van Man. I've heard the name. People have mentioned. Anyway, but yeah, I don't know what he does. Tony B. I go to Andalusia region of Spain a few times a year. It's different place. It's a different pace of life. The food, the drink, and just generally living life how it's supposed to be. Yeah, that's the thing. You do notice when you go over there, but people are a lot more relaxed. At least, in the part of Spain that we was, San Sebastian. Um, I'll tell you, you can feel it. I've actually described it to people that in England, when you've got a few hundred people, when there's a few pubs close together and everybody's coming in one, going into another, coming out of this one, going into that one, everybody's mingling and the whole thing, everybody's getting fucking drunk. There's a sense of you need to be aware of your surrounding, at least for me, because I think most English people, but a lot of English people, because you're aware of how English people are when they drink, and and how the culture of drinking we have in this country. You need to be aware of what's going on around you. But in Spain, it's totally different. It's totally relaxed. There's not that pending feeling, although there was a riot in the week that we was there. I mean that was that does happen, but there's not the feeling or the threat or you don't feel like there's impending violence and whatnot going to be springing off at any time, which you know you get you kind of not that when you go into a group of pubs and a few hundred people, not like you're out there thinking, all right, when's it going to kick off, but no, you're definitely aware that it is a very high possibility that something will happen because you mix 200 fucking twats getting drunk on a weekend, the culture that we have. But yeah, I never sort of felt that when we was in Spain. It's a totally different atmosphere. um okay, let's see. Sweep sings, I'd like to. Well, what the hell? That's the thing, it jumps. Sweep sings, total respect for the beachcombing idea. Time to save our planet. The animals and fish need our help. Yeah, they do. I tell you, I've been. It's difficult to find information actually because I watched a program once and on it, and then I went up to this place by our train station, and it's like a cleanup company for this. And I went in there saying, "Look, I'm interested in going somewhere and doing this," and all they do is the canals. Who wants a fucking clean? Get the council to do that. You drag out shopping trolleys and motorbikes out of the local Quebec canals and shit. I want to do something productive. But yeah, I was watching a documentary once on these birds. Oh, it's fucking diabolical. You got all these gulls and birds. They all colonize on this island, and what happens is they go out. They find that they find what they think is food: a golf ball, the leg of a Barbie doll, the cap of a drinks bottle, cigarette lighters. They eat these, and of course, they can't puke them up and they can't crap them out. So they stay in the stomach. And now their stomach is full of plastic, which means they don't got any room for any fish. So then they starve. They starve to death. And then they just rot where they die in their nests, and then you come along. So when these blokes come along to clean up the beaches, what they do, they find a nest full of bones and feathers, move them aside, and there's like a half a pound of cigarette lighters and caps and bottle lids and pens and all this kind of stuff in the nest where the body has just rotten and it's just stayed there. So then, of course, the wind comes up, it blows it all out to sea, it comes back in, the more fish eat it, birds eat it. So yeah, that's the kind of thing that it's bloody terrible. So of course that bird dies. So it either doesn't lay any eggs for the next generation, or it can't produce any food for the chicks, so they die. And they're just dying on the. Actually, that's interesting. Collymore. Actually, I'm going to say Collymore because I've forgotten how to pronounce I think it was K-I, yeah, anyway, Collymore, I'm going to say Collymore. Would you skydive for charity? Well, I did do a skydive for charity back in, I think it was 99. I did a tandem skydive for some charity. Can't remember what it was. And it was, yeah, it was one of those where you go around, you get a certain amount of sponsorship money, and then you go in and do the jump. And the thing is, it had to be a tandem one, because with a tandem jump, basically you need about 2 minutes worth of training. All right, that's when you're harnessed to somebody else, and they jump. You jump out, and if you do it on I think it's called a static. If you jump out on your own, you need all day. You see blokes in a car park, all these skateboards moving around. They're like 1,000, 1,000, right? Pull the red lever, right? And then 1,000. Oh shit, it doesn't work, right? What do you do, right? And then pull the other lever, right? And they drum this into them all day, because they've got to do this like 50 times, so it's in their head in case something, the parachute craps out. They've got to know exactly what to do. So that takes all day. But when you do a tandem like I did, it was Winton or Swindon. I've got the certificate somewhere. I think it's up in the loft. Swinton or Swindon, one of the two, skydiving centre. Yeah, back in '99. I believe it was. I think it was July 19. So that'd been a month after my 29th birthday. So yeah, Collymore. Yeah, I have done a skydive. I wouldn't mind doing it again. Actually, it was bloody good. Mark Smith, I thumbed up I thumbed up always. Mark Smith, thank you. Yeah, I've got 13 thumbs up. Oh, very good. Anybody else haven't? By all means, hit the thumbs up. See how high we can get that. Swoop sings. I'd like to see Jeremy Kyle as MP, putting everybody on lie detector tests and getting Graham, the psychologist, to call everyone down. Prime Minister's question time. Yeah, actually, he's been in trouble the last week, wasn't he? The thing is, it amazes me how daft people can be, because this Jeremy Kyle, he's been on the news recently because what he done, he got somebody fixed up with a lie detector test, and then they got the results through, and he said, nah, you've been lying, you definitely have been unfaithful to the wife, right? It turns out, he's still adamant that he wasn't, and of course, but then because of the backlash he was getting, he ended up killing himself. This contestant guy. But I thought everybody knows that lie detectors tests, they're bullshit. That they do. Even the police know it. I mean, if they still do lie detector tests, the police know that they're fucking crap. I don't believe they're admissible in court because they know it's crap. What it does basically, the lie detector test, it monitors breathing, heart rate, pulse rate. Basically, so if you're lying, your heart rate will increase slightly. Your breathing will increase slightly. It's all technical, right? But basically, it's actual crap. It's not admissible in court, which means that it's fucking rubbish, and then they got the nerve to bring this out on a game show and say, this is true. The guy is obviously lying because the lie detector, and this is what happens. You got what you guys saying, no, I'm telling the truth. The lie detector says no. The stupid wife says, well, Jeremy Kyle wouldn't lie. So then the husband's in the wrong, even a grown adult nowadays. I mean, everybody knows that the lie detector tests are not reliable, and they shouldn't be allowed on telly as fucking proof that somebody's full of shit, because that's what happens. You get some deranged poor bastard who's at the wrong end, gets the wrong end of the stick. Everybody's against him now because he's lying according to the lie detector test. What's this? Calm down, everybody. I mean, I don't know. Neil Fitzpatrick. Aha. Haven't seen your name come up for a little bit. Evening to you. Oh, you spelt my name Maek. Oh, actually, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm looking at the because M and E and R in next to each other. No typo. Alison Mahoney. Thank you for your reply, Mark. My favourite is chicken and mushroom pot noodle. And mushroom pot. Oh, I'm guessing that's mushroom pot noodle. Yeah, chicken and mushroom. That's my favourite. And if I can get the sticky rib one at a cheap rate, then I'll get one of those again. I haven't eaten a pot noodle for ages, because they're not exactly the most nutritional, but they do taste good. Mad Maz, hello to you. Do you go to the gym? From Anne Marie O'Donnell. Do I go to the gym? No, I haven't gone to the gym in a long time. I used to. I've showed a photograph of me. It's on the fridge still. When I was 25, I was bodybuilding, and it's the only photograph I've got of that. And but since then, no. I mean, the job I've got now kind of does it. I mean, working on the it works the guns pretty good. I've noticed the biceps and the triceps and the shoulders are really getting a good workout because of some heavy stuff I'm lifting. But no, I don't really go to the gym anymore. Those, I mean, I used to go to the gym, fanatically, and those days are over now. I mean, I do, a little bit of stretching and that kind of thing. Okay. Oh, actually, yeah. Actually, speaking of oh, what's that? Mad Maz. War ready, Mark. Do you still have the weed? Oh yeah, I've still got a few bags of it up there. Mainly because I'm too tired to throw it away. Even though I don't smoke it, I don't really smoke it anymore. But I'm not one. If I spent money on it, I'm not really want to throw it away. Anne Marie O'Donnell, Peter B. Peter B has donated £1.99. Thank you very much, Peter B. Yeah, I tell you, people have been quite generous today with the. Yeah, it's all to do with this new donation button. I noticed it last time. Last time I did a live stream, 3 weeks ago. It's people are able to donate, and that's how I. Like I say, I'll mention it again because there's a few people showing up. But thank you, Peter B. Your contribution will probably go to the next payment on the. We call that P.O. Box, perhaps. For those who have joined late, what I've done is I've got myself a P.O. Box. As you can see here is the address. Now, what I'd like people to do though is to take. Actually, first of all, write down. Go to Mark's Remarks money saving tip 1. That'll explain everything. But basically, the idea is you get some old piece of cardboard. Cut a postcard shaped piece out of the top of a pizza box, cereal box, biscuit packet. Write on it, Mark's, the address here to send to the PO box and say, Mark, would you do me a shout out? And then I'll do it live. I'll read them out live, give everybody a shout out who writes. And somebody asked me, I can't remember who it was. Somebody asked me, how do I get hold of one of my cards? and I said, if you can't get one that I've laid out, left on the bus, what you do, write to me with a self-addressed envelope, stamped addressed envelope. Write to that, say, could I have one of your cards? Otherwise, I won't know what the bloody hell it is. Ask, may I have one of your cards? And I'll post you. As long as you put a stamp on it, put your own address on it, I'll post you one of those. One of my advertisement cards. There you go, for anybody who wants one. But yeah, aside from that, if you just wanting a shout out, just write it on a bit of scrap cardboard, and don't send any regular postcards, because I want the postman to be upset when he delivers all this scrap paper. Because as long as it's got a stamp on it, they have to deliver it. As long as there's no, so you could use a cereal box with a cereal with a glossy picture on one side. Those sleeves that you pull out when you got the microwave dinners. Use the top picture part, so it'll have a picture on one side. On the other side, it'll have the stamp, the postal address here. Mark, can I have and it'll be fun just to have all that scrap arrive. And after I've read, don't worry. After I've read all of them, each bit of scrap cardboard will be recycled. We recycle. This is a recycled household, so I'm holding this up for long enough. It's a recycled household, so it'll get recycled back into the turned into cardboard boxes. Right, so that's So that's, I'm going to skip forward there. That's Peter B. Thank you very much. Yeah, 199. That's very nice. Did I? No. Let's see. L. Rye. What's your Twitter address at? Well, I don't have a Twitter thing. I don't have a Twitter. I don't have a Facebook. I don't have there's like half a dozen other. I don't have any of that. No, it's just too much aggro. I mean, it's hard enough time trying to keep this, my YouTube channel going, with all the videos. Alison Mahoney, what's the card for, Mark? Well, the card is, there you go. I had these printed about, several weeks ago, 3-4 weeks ago. What these are advertisement ones. Because what I used to do was say to people, I've got a YouTube channel. If you're interested, right? And then go find a scrap bit of paper and write on it Mark's remarks. I say, there you go. Have a look at that. And they're like, yeah. So what I did, I had these printed. So now it looks a little bit more official. It looks nice. It's red and white. It's my corporate colors on the, my YouTube banner. So I leave these around. I give them to people. I leave them on buses, and it's just so people can pick them up and say, Mark's Remarks YouTube channel, how to cook easy and nutritious meals on a budget using quality ingredients, and hopefully they'll go onto the channel after looking at that. I've had, and then somebody asked, how can they get one of these? And and that's, so I just say, I wasn't thinking it, it didn't occur to me that anybody, but if anybody wants one, I would say to them, just send me a stamped addressed envelope, and I'll send you one for anybody who wants one. Anyway, so that's what these are. These are advertisement cards that I leave around, hopefully, trying to drum up some business for the channel. Oh, right. Oh, no, me, I'm not a. No, I'm not a Yank. Collymore, which shop does the best lunch meal deal? I don't know. I don't usually go for the lunch meal deals, mainly because they're offering the sandwiches that I don't necessarily want. It's in there with a drink that I don't necessarily want. and it's in there with a bag of crisps I don't necessarily want. So I prefer to just choose my own sandwich, my own drink. I might want a fizzy drink, I might want a soft drink. I might want a bag of crisps, I might want a packet of biscuits. I prefer to not go for the deals. Adrian Adrian Murphy, can you please give a big shout out, congratulations to our friend Sean White, who has just had a baby. Cheers, Mark. Love the channel. Thank you very much. And congratulations to Sean White, who has just had a baby. He doesn't say boy or girl or any other details, but that was Adrian Murphy. And shout out to Sean White. Rosso 5792, guys, when does Mark go live? Well, that's the thing. I don't have a specific time or day. I just go live when I have something to say or whinge about. Oh, El Ray was talking to Melissa. I guess that was when they were saying about a yank. Oh, actually, talking about Americans. Yeah, the other thing I was saying about the aside from the postcards made of scrap boxes, if anybody is going abroad and they get some sachets of sauces from the local McDonald's, Burger King, Taco Bell, whatever the hell they got going on over there, got some sauces that we can't get here in England, by all means send them to me and I'll try them out and give you a shout out. And anybody with a company or know somebody who has a company who's got t-shirts with their company name, by all means send me those. I'll wear them and give you a shout out for the company, because that's the kind of guy I am. It's I am in need of some t-shirts, so sort of send me a t-shirt and I'll give you a shout out for it. There you go. Yeah, I figured that was pretty slick, actually, because it saves me buying a t-shirt, and I am running out of t-shirts. All my t-shirts are getting holes in them. This is actually one of the better ones I've got. Normally I wear these ones for work because I don't know if you can see. I've actually tie-dyed a bob. I was experimenting with tie-dyeing ages ago. But yeah, they're all starting to fall apart. Robbie Cooper, do you ever go on holiday abroad? Well, not in a long time. The last time I went was to Spain to run with the bulls. That was the last holiday I've had. Alison and Mahoney, a good idea if watching your channel from the start a few years ago now. That's all. You've put like 3 words into one long word. Start a few years ago now, but haven't been on lately. Sorry, but I'm returning. Oh well, welcome back. If you haven't been with the channel for a long time, then welcome back. George White, you ever tried cocaine? No, I haven't. The only illegal drugs I've ever used, it's just marijuana, I think. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I've admitted to that lots of times, but yeah, it's just marijuana. That's the only one I've, the only illegal drug. I've never tried coke or heroin or anything like that. Mark Smith, milkshake guy. Pablo, Mark's remarks. You are truly remarkable, Pablo says. Thank you very much, Pablo. Terry Morgan, I think. Hi, Mark. Hello to you, Terry. How are you, mate? Well, I'm not too bad. A little bit warm, but I'm okay. Trying to stay hydrated in the heat. Jimmy Savills. Jimmy Savills says it's my birthday today. Jimmy Savills. Oh dear. Does Already, does the marijuana you have still smell good? No, actually, a few live streams ago, I pulled the little the cup. I've got a paper cup out there where it's all in. I gave some of the bags a sniff. I think it's lost all its potency. I would imagine it's been sitting up there for a few years. It's been up there for ages, so it's probably no good whatsoever. Ugh. Yeah, but actually, it's I keep plugging this post thing there, this postal address. I'm doing it for to keep you know try and plugging it, and also for the people that are just arriving. This postal address is also good because in a few weeks I know somebody who's going to be getting. They're working on getting the area ready. They're going to be getting some chickens. So what I'm going to be doing, hopefully every week, is traveling over there to the house once they get the chickens and making a bunch of videos because it's something that interests me. Because a lot of you will know I used to keep chickens. Um, it'll try and diversify the channel a little bit because it gets hard sometimes to keep motivated doing cookery, doing the same subject. So I'll be traveling. I'll be hope once he gets the chickens, I'll be traveling over there. I'll do some videos. I'll do some videos of them eating their food, and I'll do some instructional videos of what I learned when I had chickens about how to feed them, what to feed them, how to feed them for cheap. Because I mean, anybody can go out there and buy 20 kilos of grain, but it's all the other things as well. How to grow, growing veg, feeding them veg, feeding them beetles and bugs and worms and stuff, and getting the powder on them, getting the lice powder, but basically healthcare. So yes, so what I was going to do, I was actually going to leave it a few weeks, before mentioning it, because this P.O. box is good for 3 months. But what I was going to the so I'm reading stuff while I'm talking. So what I was actually going to do, I was actually going to leave it a few weeks before I mentioned about the chickens. But then I was going to suggest to anybody, assuming anybody is sending stuff through the post. I mean, it could be that nobody actually does. But what I was going to suggest was if anybody wants to, post a pack. You can buy mealworms. They're a pound at the pound shop. Wix's sell them for a pound. You can go to a lot of. I've seen them in a lot of places. They sell them for 79p for um, for a bag, a small bag of mealworms. If anybody was to send those in, I'll feed them to the chickens. I'll film it. Give the shout out, of course, to anybody who contributes. And it's just because if people send the mealworms, I can feed the chickens, and then it gives me I can make a video of it. So that's and then because it's interesting actually watching the chickens eat. It's kind of fun. But that's another. I wasn't going to mention that till a few weeks, but I mean, if anybody is interested, you can send a packet of mealworms via the address there, and when the time comes, I'll feed them to the chickens, and what I'll do as well. When I open the packets, I'll do it live, and everybody can get a shout out live and say, "Oh, right, so and so with a postcard for a request, so and so with a T-shirt, so and so with some mealworms," and then of course, you'll watch me feed them. Anyway, it's just whatever. If you whoever's it, I don't want to go out, don't want to go about it too much, but I want to sort of like try and promote it every while, just so new people watching the live stream can know about it. Peter B, I love the food ideas still. Money's tight these days, so your cheap food ideas help the household funds. Thank you very much, Peter B. Yeah, I mean, because when I'm cooking and when I'm making up my videos and just improvising cookery ideas, it's all about eating wholesome but eating cheap. I'm trying to show people, like when I did my reviews on all these shop brand products in my early videos, shop brands don't necessarily mean crap. It's just because they're cheap doesn't mean they're shit. You can just eat shop brands and you save a boatload. Because say with veg and that, a tin of veg can be half. So a shop brand veg and beans and a lot of stuff can be half to 1/3 the cost of the name brands. So if you buy all name brands, you're paying 1/3 of what somebody would be by paying um, the full price for the name brands. So you pay 1/3 or at most half of your food bill drops by half just by buying shop brands. Pablo, how long can a chicken last in the freezer? It's been my experience just a few months. 2-3 months, providing it's all sealed up and that. I mean, it will. The moisture, the water in the food, in this case we're talking about chicken, but it'd be any food. The water in the food will start to turn to ice, and that's when that's when it gets all shitty. Because all the water gets drawn out of the food, turns into icicles. I've had that. You've got to bang it on the sink, shake off all the icicles that are on it. Yeah, there you go. Mark Smith says 3 months. Yeah, I'd say 2-3 months. I mean, it's still good. Even if you've got to go and open it up, bang all the ice off of it, it's still edible. It's just that, it's not going to be as good as it would be if you ate it a month before. El Ray, the Blue Van Man. People ask me, no, I'll have to have a look at this Blue Van Man. Somebody else asked me about the Blue Van Man earlier. Pablo put one in the freezer last night and he was dead this morning. Oh dear. Yeah, Mark Smith like that one. Already, what if somebody gave you a pro? Oh, shit. Oh man. Already, what if? Yeah, because I've been saying to people, if you've got a T-shirt from a promotional company that wants advertising, or just T-shirts in general, shit, as long as it's XXL. All right, it doesn't matter. Send me your T-shirts. I'll have them. But he says, what if somebody gave you a pro-immigration T-shirt? Well, oh boy, yeah, I tell you, I would accept it with thanks. I've got to admit, something like that, I'd probably give to the charity shop. I probably wouldn't wear it, but I would accept it, and I would accept your generous offer with thanks. But I doubt if I'd wear it. The same if it was pro gay or whatever. No, I'd accept them, and I would give them. I'll give them to the charity shop so somebody else could get the benefit of them. But it wouldn't be the thing I would wear. But yeah, good question though. Pablo says that Blue Van Man stole Mark's video style. If by style you mean turn the camera on and just talk shit for 10 minutes and just wing it, make it up as you go along, yeah, I'll have to investigate. Yeah, actually, but that's the thing. I'll have to look into that. Actually, Blue Van Man. Terry Morgan, what's your view on the Prime Minister leaving? Yeah, I tell you what though, Normally, I do keep up with what's going on with the world. I watch the news. I watch what the fucking assholes in government are doing. The immigration issue. I watch all this stuff. But over the last month, I've got to tell you, I've been staying away from it all because it just drives me mad how we're getting boned, right? And it just makes me angry. So what I do, I try and stay away. I caught the gist from a little snippets I've been reading earlier today. In fact, that the Prime Minister has gone. But you know, I think the country's going to shit with her, with or without her. You know. Um, yeah, I mean that's the thing. I mean, she was the only one committed to leaving the EU. You know, I think if she's going, then we definitely are fucked because nobody else is going to fight for the country by getting us out. You know, Matthew Hanna. Do you generally notice a drop in quality in shop brands when compared to name brands? Uh, I would be lying if I didn't notice a difference because name brands, their name, a lot of name brands that they've come to be liked and everybody knows their name and they like their product. It could be that they've got more sugar in it. They've got a taste that everybody's familiar with. But on the whole, when you buy shop brands, I mean, when you buy shop brand veg, there's no different. Veg, there's, like I say to people, when I'm talking about, I say, how badly can they fuck up a tin of peas? You know, peas are peas, right? Uh, it's the difference. It's things that involve several ingredients. It's soups, it's beans, it's ketchups, it's breads, it's sauces, pasta sauces, this kind of thing. That involves several ingredients. Some brands put more of this, some brands keep the cost down by putting less of this. There is a notable difference, but quality in taste, but quality, no. Very, very few items I've noticed. I mean, there was a co-op soup that I had when I did a review when I first started the channel. I did a review on a co-op mutton soup, I want to say, and it was nasty. All right, but that's the only one. That's the only one that I shop brands thing items that I haven't actually liked. There is a notable difference in taste, because they're using different green, more, I say more sugar, more stuff, and less in others. But quality, no, but pretty much, I mean, the quality is the same. The taste is slightly different, but nothing that anybody would say. You're not going to say you take a spit out your dinner because it's that. But no, it's just as good at 1/3 the price. Mark Smith, yeah, crocodile tears. Well, yeah, the thing that I saw, I mean, it was surprising to see the Prime Minister crying, which in hindsight, yeah, it was probably put on, I would imagine, with the tears, because she would have had ages, hours and days to prepare herself. So I mean, the novelty is worn off. Goes out, tells people about it, and then she suddenly gets all over emotional. I'm rubbing my face because my beard is itching. But yeah, it seemed to be you can't fucking trust these politicians anyway. So I mean, her crying like that, is you know yeah. Peter B says I've worked in warehouses, end of line stacking and locking in boxes. Shrink wrap the pallet for forklifting. Find memories, or might be fond memories, but watching the clock wind down was difficult. Yeah, I've had that. Yeah, if you're not at the place I'm at, because it seems to go fairly quick. But yeah, I've seen places where you're watching the clock. It's not much fun doing the same thing every single day either. But what you're going to do is the climate that we're in. Jimmy Jimmy Seville's favorite type of takeaway. That'd be pizza or the Chinese, I think. I do like a pizza now and again. Mark Smith has retracted his comment. Mad Maz. Would you wear a football top if I sent you it? Well, yes, I would. I mean, I've always said that I've got absolutely no interest in football as a sport. I'm into other stuff. I'm into MMA. I'm into darts, snooker. But as a football top, I've got no problem. I'm not one of the, like it amazes me when you walk somewhere. I've been into warehouses. Somebody comes in with a football shirt, or if a delivery driver comes in, they say, immediately when he walks in, they say, "Oh yeah, you wanker, your team lost last night," and all that. It doesn't bother me about wearing a football top. I mean, if I was to wear a football top, if I was to choose one, I'd probably choose one with a color that I like. This is blue with a hint of white, or this is red with a hint of blue, white. Yeah, if I was to choose one off the rack, it would be more the color than But yeah, I've got no problem wearing a football top. So yeah, by all means, I'll be happy to receive a football top. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what team. Yeah, doesn't matter to me. That's the thing. I mean, because even at work, people, in conversation when we're loading a lorry or something, people say, "Oh, what team do you support?" So if they saw me wearing a specific T-shirt with a T-shirt with a specific football team, they said, "Oh, you're a fan of Tottenham?" I said, "Nope, no interest. I'm just wearing this because a kind subscriber sent it to." It doesn't bother, anything, doesn't bother me. So, but yeah, I would wear it to answer your question. War ready warehouses are modern day slavery. Well, a lot of places they're given minimum wage. The place I'm at is higher than minimum wage. I don't even know what the minimum wage is now. Does somebody know what minimum wage is now? Because they up it every now and again. Hard to keep, George White says doner kebab. Maybe I missed something there. Mark Smith probably got good pension now. I don't know. I don't know who that's. Oh, Pablo says, "I'll send you an Accrington Stanley shirt." Absolutely, thank you very much. Yeah. XL, large or XL. Well, the biggest one, XL. If there's one, yeah, XL or XXL. But it's hard to tell actually because my high vis vest is XXL. So yeah, minimum XL if anybody's interested, because I do like a little bit of room in there. I don't like it too tight. So XL and upwards would be yeah. Yeah. Hopefully I'll do all right there because I tell you I am well short on t-shirts. It is man. I've got to be the only guy around who gets a YouTube channel to try and hustle some t-shirts. Anyway. David Etchells, who are they? I don't know who he's talking to. Pablo, okay, Mark, I'm on it, he says. Thank you very much. Oh, but by the way, today is Saturday. this comes into effect on Tuesday because bank holiday is a Monday. This comes into effect on Tuesday. So if the stuff arrives at the address before Tuesday, I don't know what they'll probably hold on to it, I would imagine. But officially, it doesn't open till Tuesday. This postal address. But anybody with with a mind to, by all means, but yeah, Tuesday's the day. But I suppose if you send, mind you, but it's Saturday today, Saturday night. Oh, and if you're sending from abroad, I forgot to mention, put England on the bottom. When I went to Spain, I sent some stuff from Spain when I did the bull run. I sent it to here. Bloody thing took 3 months because I didn't put England on it, and it bounced around like 12 different post offices until they worked out that the postal postcode is for England. So it's important if you're sending from abroad, put England on it. Yeah, so that'd be interesting to see what I get in the mail. Yeah, if you're from a part of the country with some unusual sweets, if you're abroad and you've got some sweets that are only available in your country, by all means send those. I was just thinking, what else do I need? Socks? No, I'm just. But anyway, yeah, it'd be interesting to see what people, Okay, just taking a mick actually with the socks. Although, if you do, all right. Labour for let's see. Mark Smith. Oh, Leah, 123. Thanks for the birthday wishes. I'm 18 tomorrow. She says. Aha. So that'll be the 26th of May. Tomorrow. In actual fact, yeah, my birthday's coming up as well. Oh Jesus! You know what? I didn't actually. I mean, I knew. Looking at the date, it's got to be 2 weeks. Bloody hell! It's funny because I know my birthday's coming up, and I'm thinking, oh yeah, it's May now, so my birthday's coming up soon. But the novelty's worn off, and it's only just now. I'm looking at the clock here. I'm looking at the date on the corner of the screen here. 25th of May. My birthday's in about 2 weeks. 6th of June is my birthday. Yeah, Christ Almighty. It's just occurred to me my birthday's in 2 weeks' time. That's how much the novelty. When you had as many birthdays as me, the novelty wears off. Peter B. Well, I used to drive forklifts, but now I'm on the agency, so they don't let agency drive any forklifts or reach trucks. But I have driven them in the back. There's about 6. I counted them up. There's about 6 or 8 different trucks that I have driven in the past in different warehousing jobs, ranging from several different types of picking trucks, cherry pickers, which are a little platform that raise you up to the ceiling, drive around. Gas forklifts, electric forklifts. I've driven all kinds of bloody stuff, Yeah, those battery, those like you got the hand pump pallet trucks. Well, you've got ones with batteries that operate with a button, so you can drive it forward and back. You just walk with it. It's like a pallet truck, but it's all electronic. Yeah, and that lifts up. I've driven those. Yeah, I've driven everything. John O.W. says, "Hey Mark, hello to you." Mad Maz, no problem, Mark. I've got the Nigeria football shirt. I'll get that to you. Oh, excellent. If I'm not mistaken, Nigeria, is that a green shirt? Just not that it matters, but yeah, that's very generous. Yeah, any football team, it doesn't really matter to me. It's all good, and I'll yeah, well appreciated. Thank you. David Etchels. Is it Eccles? Etchels. Grassmere gingerbread is nice. I've never heard of that. If you want to send me a pack of that, then by all means, I'll give that a taste. But I haven't had gingerbread Long time. Ginger. Yeah. Truth revealed. Mark, I have a Pakistani cricket team shirt. I'll send it to you. Excellent. Yeah, yeah. Oh, it didn't occur to me. Cricket. Yeah, yeah. Cricket team shirt. That sounds interesting. Pakistani cricket team. Yeah, by all means. Thank you very much. I'll look forward to receiving that. As truth revealed. Yeah, yeah. Was he going to jump there? George White. Novelty of birthdays wear off at 16. Yeah, I know what you mean. I can't remember the last time I was excited about a birthday coming up. See, the thing is now I've had more birthdays than I'm gonna have. I mean, I've had in 2 weeks I'll have had 49, so I'm well over the halfway. You know, David Etchells counterbalance forklift. Yeah, counterbalance. Which was the electric one I had. I've driven gas. I've driven reach trucks, high bays, cherry pickers, all kinds of, and then several trucks you just on ground level just for picking. Driven several of those. Pablo, Nigerian shirts are actually decent shirts. Great for the summer. Yeah, that'd be great if I can get one of those. That'd be jolly good. Matthew Hanna, Mark, what's been your favorite type of place of work in terms of job satisfaction? Um, that would be with a council when I was street cleaning, I think, Not on the, I mean, I did some on the bins, and I fucked my knee up right bad doing it on the bins. But when I was street cleaning, walking around with your big cart, with your long stick, with the, picking up rubbish and shit, just, emptying out rubbish bag bins from the high street, just wandering around, just doing that. I love that job. It didn't matter what the weather was, sunny, cold, raining, snowing. As long as you got your hat and your coat, then you're all good. It didn't matter what weather was. I loved that job. It was the assholes that I used to work with. Oh fuck me! I've never worked with a bunch of backstabbing motherfuckers in all my life. Let me tell you, who worked for the Milton Keynes Council. Fucking hell, they will rat you out for anything. And it's not like they get any promotions for it or getting a slap on the back from the, I don't know why they do it. They do it to their fucking country. They would stab you in the back for anything they could, you know. Um, so yeah, but the job was really good. So Matthew Hanna, that was it would be litter picking at the council because you're outdoors, And I would see part of Milton. I've been living in Milton Keynes for 40 years. I would go places that I've never been before. It was amazing. Tom Smith, how long are you going to grow your beard? I don't know. Well, I was thinking a couple more days. I'll actually be meaning to shave it off the last 3 days, but I might shave it off tomorrow, maybe. Let's see, Mark Smith. I used to ride pallet trucks like a skateboard. Yeah, it's a good way to get yourself fired actually nowadays. But yeah, I've done it. You do you skate on them like a skateboard there. Collymore, when will your P.O. box start and be open? Right. Well, there's the address. It'll officially it will start on Tuesday because I asked for them because I figure what I'll do. I told them, look, what I'll do, I'll promote it all over the weekend and start Monday. And they said, right, well, Monday is a bank holiday, so how about you? So it'll have to be Tuesday. All right. So today's Saturday, so Tuesday it'll be open. which is about which is about good anyway, because today's Saturday. It's well in the evening. It's technically 10 to 11 on Saturday. Sunday, the post offices will be shut anyway. Monday, again, they'll be shut. So Tuesday will be the earliest anyway. So that's why I opted for Tuesday. Yeah, Collymore. So on Tuesday we can send things to your P.O. box. Yeah. So it's at this rate because Saturday's too late, Sunday no good, shut, Monday bank holiday. So it'll be Tuesday. So if anybody wants to send any stuff, yeah, like I said, you know, like we were talking about t-shirts, requests for shout outs written on the back of scrap bits of cardboard. You know, don't send regular postcards, but if you send a letter, if anybody, like I say, you know, I'm going back to this, anybody who wants one of these, a little memento, it's one of my advertisement cards. You can have one of these. Just send a stamped addressed envelope, so I can put it in there and just send it right back, and you can have one of those if anybody's interested. Lewis Taylor, Mark, how do you do this? How do I do that? I don't know. Are you talking about acquiring a P.O. box? If you are, how do I do this? If you're talking about the P.O. box, you go down to somewhere where they where they deliver and some kind of postal. You can probably find it online. I got told about it by a friend of mine, but um, sorry, I'm doing that again. I'm looking at myself. I'm talking and reading at the same time. No, okay, Lewis Taylor. No, Mark. I'm just saying, how do you talk for so long? It's really impressive. Oh, I see. Yeah, well, it's funny. You know, I often I joke with people at work saying, you know, I should be on the radio. I could just talk shit for hours. Yeah, you know, I can just. Charlie Todd says you're a waffler. Yeah, I do. I just it's actually quite easy just to just talk for ages. You know, Lewis Taylor, you're actually such a trooper. Thank you. Um, yeah, no, I just find it easy. You know, some people are like that. You know, which is why I guess some people manage to get on television and radio because they have a certain talent for being able to talk, especially on radio where you're just talking to nobody. You know, at least on television you're talking to the camera or talking to somebody else, but on radio you might be talking to somebody else, but primarily you're talking to yourself. Ah, Mad Maz. I've got a bright pink Slazenger polo shirt in XXL, Mark, if you want that too. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I wouldn't mind it, but pink, pink, gay, and what was the other one somebody sent about pro immigration? Yeah, they're the. I don't think I. Well, I couldn't. I couldn't after all these slagging off people. Off the mick taken I give people for wearing pink. I really couldn't wear pink. But if you send it to me, I will accept it with thanks. I'll shout out and thank you on air for it. And what I'll do, I'll most likely give it to somebody. I don't think either one of my brothers will probably wear it either, you know. But I'll either give it to a good home and you know on your behalf, or I give it to a charity shop and somebody else can give it to a you know send it to a good home, somebody who could use it. But I couldn't wear. But I'm not one to wear pink. Um, but I definitely couldn't wear pink after all the slagging off I give people for wearing pink. But thank you anyway. But if you do send it, I'll you know I'll mention you on the air. And Lewis Taylor, genuine. Bloody hell, this vodka's kicking in. I think you should start up a radio station. Yeah. Well, actually, I wouldn't mind a job on a radio. That'd be interesting. I could talk. You know. Um, it would need to be a station. That's the thing, you know. I mean, being England, I don't think we have many outlets because everybody's shit scared of what they say. We don't really have many outlets where somebody can actually talk about what is, you know, the real things. You know, getting boned by the government, the immigration problems, the drinking culture we have in this country. all kinds of things, plus a few expletives thrown in. You know, there's very few outlets on the radio where you can actually you can do that. But no, I mean, I can curb my language to mostly on the you know, on the for the most part, but it's the content of what I would like to talk about, which, so I can imagine the mamby-pamby people we have in this, you know, country controlling the airwaves and the TV stations. You know, I think you're right. I think I would have to have my own channel. You know, but it'd be interesting though if, yeah, give me a channel. But yeah, I would like to be on the radio. You know, to just show up in your pajamas and just talk for 3 hours and then go home. You know, be great. What else? The right, I'm over Collymore. When I send my envelope with my address on it, can you send quite a few cards, and I'll leave them all over the place to promote your channel? Thank you very much. Yeah, just remind me when you send it, the stamped addressed envelope, put a bit of paper in there saying, oh, you know, how many, you know, say, look, Mark, don't forget, give me a dozen, give me 2 dozen, whatever you want, whatever you think is the number that you can, you know, that you want. Just remind, otherwise, because I'm, you know, if I get loads of them, I'll never remember this message if I'm dealing with a big bag of stuff to get through. So put a note to that effect in there with it, and by all means, I'll send you whatever you feel you need in number. Thank you for that. Yeah, I'll just send a note to remind me when you send it. Matthew Hanna, have you got a favorite fast food burger that you then have recreated at home? Actually, I have. Yeah, I mean, I've actually recreated the Kentucky Fried Chicken Double Down. I bought one, tasted it, nothing to write home about. So the next time I bought the ingredients and made my own. And I actually itemized. Actually, I've actually made a video of it. Mark's Remarks Double Down Burger. I did a review on it one day, made my own the next day, and yeah, for 1/3 the price, I itemized everything. I bought a bag of chicken pieces, chicken breast, and itemized each one. Itemized the bread roll, no, not the bread roll, the bits of chicken. Itemized the bacon. Itemized the whatever, you know. I've recreated the fish fillet. I've recreated the McDonald's egg muffin. Yeah, just type in the words Mark's Remarks, put Remarks in front of everything. Mark's Remarks muffin, Mark's Remarks fish fillet or fish burger or some, you know, I've actually recreated several burgers. I actually I made my own burger with 3 meats and another one with 4 meats from scratch. I mean, we're talking mince, put an egg in it, put scraps of bacon in there, put scraps of chicken in there, something else I can't remember. Anyway, but yeah, you know, mincemeat with scraps of chicken, scraps of bacon, an egg in there, mush it all up, turn it into a burger, cook it, and then it was really nice. And what it does when you cut it in half or bite into it, you see like a pebble dash effect in it because you've got your minced burger with bits of bacon, bits of chicken, bits of you know, other stuff in there, bits of onion, whatever the hell I put in there. But it has a pebble dash effect. Mark's Remarks homemade burger. Yeah. In fact, you know, when anybody goes on a live stream with me, you know, always bring a pen and a bit of paper because I'm always reciting old videos that you should look at. In fact, Mark's Remarks money saving tip 1 is what I'm talking about with the postcards, making postcards out of scrap. There's another one you see which you know, people to send them to me. Can I send quite a right? That's Connie Moore, Matthew Hanna. Have you got a favourite? Oh yeah, that was that. Peter B. Well, it's your down to earth and honest approach that means a lot to your subscribers. Good, honest stuff. Thank you very much, Peter B. Yeah, Well, the thing is, people do seem to appreciate that they say that, down to earth and tell them the truth. It's just, yeah. I mean, so many people are out there are so PC. I figure, why not go the other way? Be different than everybody else. I'm just not a PC person. If I'm, I say how it is. I'll say I'll call a black person black, and like, because people are so scared, not because people, but people are so scared to say that nowadays. It's like, you call a black person black, you call a Pole, foreigners, talk about the, whatever is the government, the immigration, the, any subject. People are so scared to offend, but it's like, like the Americans have got this fucking annoying habit of calling blacks, what they call them, African Americans, and then the Chinese, they're, Chinese American, Irish American. I mean, especially with the, the Black American thing, where I'm thinking, but I mean, you find it's very even black people call themselves African American, even though they're 15 generations separated from Africa. They still think they're African American because it's a bit more special than just being called American. I'm not, I'm a bit different than American. I'm African American. But no, it's but even that. But see, because the thing is, people are so scared to call them black, because you can't say black anymore. Jesus, no, 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 no. They call them African Americans. But when you call somebody an African American, you're basically saying, no, 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 you're not part of this. No, 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 you're not a real American. You don't belong here. You're African American. You're not a real American. You're African American. You're not a real American. You're Chinese American. No, 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 that's different to what we are. We're American. You're Chinese American. We're American. You're African American. You're different. That's what it is. It is kind of. Don't get me wrong. I'm not. I've got no problem with being racist, but it is a racist thing that they're saying, in my opinion, by saying you're not a real American. You're African American. You're separate. You're not one of us. You're not a real American. But they seem to be. Oh, fuck it. Sorry, I'm rubbing my nose here. It's because my moustache is itching. But yeah, but that's where we got now. It's like in Whitey's attempt to be politically correct, than actually being more racist, and the blacks are going along with it as well. Yeah, with the African American community. Fuck off. When was the last time you went to Africa, you fucker? Anyway, how do we get onto that one? Yeah, that's it. Peter B, about saying how it is and being truthful. Yeah, I just say it how it is. Um, it's in actual fact, there was. It's funny because I was at work a little while back, and I'm in the lorry, and what we're doing. We need a guy. One of our crew went to get some pallets to bring back so we can load up the pallets from the stuff on the wagon. And one of the guys that was in charge of our little group says, where's everybody gone? Right, well, I'm here waiting on I'm here dealing with the paperwork. The black fella's, he's gone to get some pallets. Black fella? Like, he was shocked that I used the term, the black fella's gone to get some pallets for us. I didn't know his name. I was, what do I know? Well, but yeah, he was actually shocked by me using the word black fella, which was a bit surprising to me. But he was actually, I mean, he seemed a bit younger than me. I don't know, but I seem to get that with younger people. They seem to be, oh dear, you can't say that. Yeah, but to me, it's just the fella's gone to the to get the pallets. What he does, it answers the next question, because the next question could be, well, which fella's gone to get the pallets? Who the fuck, So, well, so I just think, the black fella, or yeah, it could be the tall fella, well, the fella with the long hair, no, it's just, he's just, I've got no problem with saying, it's not anything malicious now by describing somebody as black. The only people who seem to find that as a problem is other white people. So you can't describe them as black. Of course, you fucking gangs. He is. He's a black fellow with a blue shirt over there. Look, see him there. Yeah, it's anyway. But yeah, the only people I have a problem with people describing somebody as the black fella, or then is other white people. Because they seem. You see, that's the other thing. White people feel they need to be the police, the moral police of all the other things. See, because what they're saying is when people get upset about you saying the foreigners or the black fella over there, they got all upset because you. What they're saying is the black people are too fucking stupid to get offended for themselves, so I'm going to do it for them, because they're too dumb to know when they're being offended. So me as the moral white person, I'm going to be offended. I find offense with what you just said. Black people, okay. So you say to a black fella, oh, you and your other mate there, you're the. Or I've said to people, I said, listen, you're black, aren't you? Yeah, well, of course you are, because I'm talking to you, right? And then I ask them a question that only a black person could answer. It could be something in relation to cookery, say Jamaican cookery, or if they're from another country, another black country, then it'll be a question that only they can answer, being a black foreigner, black African, say, or Jamaican, or Kenyan, or so I'll say, yeah, you're black. What's this going on? I saw on the news the other day about. Oh, yeah. But yeah, normally it's been my experience that black people don't mind being called black person, as long as you call them black bastards or nothing. But you just refer to them as they are, But it is white people who feel the moral obligation, because in their opinion, like I say, in their opinion, black people are too fucking stupid to realize that they're being offended. So that's why you get white people. I'm offended by what you just said. No, you're not. You're just pretending you are because you need some attention. Yeah, anyway. Okay. Right, I'm having to a wrap of Isaac wrap of the day. I've missed a load of questions I was rambling on. Okay, Isaac Seals talking about something. A mango and pineapple smoothie. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, if you're abroad, also abroad. If you those little cartons of fruit drinks, if we can't get, send those as well. I'll review them and tell you what I think of them. Okay, all right, bro. Was that Charlie Todd? Mark Maz, Mad Maz. Mark, do you think we should deport a lot of foreigners? Well, yeah. I mean, the thing is, I don't want to get into it too much, but yeah, I mean, we do have with the immigration. Whether you think, well, you or anybody else thinks that immigration is a good thing or a bad thing, whatever which side of the fence you stand, I think most of us can agree that you've got three instances. You've got not enough foreigners, you've got just the right amount of foreigners, or we've got too many foreigners. I think pretty much everybody can say that the border has been open way too long. We have too many. We could do with less. Whether you want to get rid of them all or not at all, or the fact of the matter is, I think most people say yes. We don't. We're not in a situation where we need more. We're not in a situation where we have just the right amount. We have the situation where we have too many. You know, I mean, can anybody really argue with that? We can anybody say no? We don't have too many. So yeah, we need to thin the herd a little bit. Isaac Seal, what shall I get from McDonald's? Well, I'm partial to the fish fillet myself. Filet and Big Macs. Last couple of times I've been to McDonald's, I've had the quarter pounder, which feels like, or it tastes like, it's made with a different meat, because the meat definitely tastes different than the other. You know, unless it's the same meat and it's got some different herbs and stuff in it, but it tastes different than the other burgers. But fish fillet and Big Macs are my favorites. You know, I like those a lot. Um, Isaac Seal is Gucci. Right. That's the thing. I've been behind the questions. Oh, Pablo says, right, get two double cheeseburgers and large fries, make a quadruple burger and a chip butty with a spare so get two double cheeseburgers, put the burgers from one into the other so that you've got a quadruple meat burger. That's interesting. And then with the two bread from the empty bun now, empty burger, put your chips in there. Interesting. That's interesting. I never thought of doing that. Two double cheeseburgers turning into a quadruple. Yeah. Yeah, I do like the sound of that. Isaac Seal, Pablo, mate. It's too late. I've already ordered. Defo down to do that next time. Yeah. Well, actually, you know, if you wanted to be awkward with the McDonald's people, because I tell you, they don't like awkward customers. You know, awkward customers meaning choosing something that's not on the menu. You know, or when I go in and I ask for a milkshake, for example, half banana, half chocolate in the same cup, or half regular Coke with Diet Coke in the same cup, they find that as a bit awkward, you know. But fuck them. That's what they're there for. You could actually go in and say, look, I want two, well, I want you to do, put four burgers in my double cheese, right? And then give me two empty buns or an empty bun like this, you know, just save you doing it. If they don't do it, then, you know, just do it yourself. But, uh, hmm. What's something you don't like? What? Oh, my eyes are going. I've lost it now. I'm going to have to go back. War ready. What's something you don't like spending money on, but you have no choice? Um, I don't know. Well, I tell you, I don't. With my phone here, I have a pay as you go. This cost me £10 out of there. I went into the shop. Right, show me the three cheapest phones you got, and that's how I do that. I don't like, and it's a pay as you go. So I'm against paying for a subscription or contract, because it'll be something that I'm continually paying for, and I have no choice. You know, that'd be something. I don't know if you mean food wise. No, I don't know. Yeah, I can't think. You know, I mean, pretty much everything that involves, well, you know, like taxes. You know, we pay more taxes than most, that we get less for it. You know, I just realised I'm moving my head back because I'm looking at me. I'm looking at me, which is looking at you, and looking at the questions over here. Um, Lee B. Hi, Mark. Nice to catch you on a live stream. Yeah, thank you very much for joining us. Yeah, I haven't done a live stream in about 3 weeks. It's good to get back. Adrian Murphy. It was twins for our friend Sean White. Ah, yeah. Oh, I remember. Yeah, you earlier on, you said your friend Sean White had a baby. It was twins for our friend Sean White. Uh, Two big boys. Keep up the cracking content. Thank you so much, and congratulations to Sean White again. Pablo, do a video on it, Mark. It's a proper meaty bite. Oh, with the quadruple burger. That's interesting. Yeah, I could do a video on that. That'd be interesting. Sort of either going McDonald's or Burger King or wherever we're at now. That's the good thing because I mean, if I get more grief, it's from the people on the counter at McDonald's. But I can imagine if I go into either that or Burger King, go in there and start filming, I doubt if I'm going to get any shit from the people who work there. Like I say, McDonald's will give me more shit because they have older people that work there. I mean, I get more grief from them silly, the older people. Yeah, but I mean, if I want to film in McDonald's, I'm a taxpayer. If I want to film in McDonald's, I'll bloody well do so. Yeah. So yeah, that'd be interesting now. If not, I'll just do it from the car. Mark Smith asks, "Were you a Freddie Starr fan?" Ah, he died was it last week, I think. Yeah, well, when I was a kid, yeah, I haven't sort of seen him for years. But I'm going to make another vodka drink here. But yeah, I used to be a fan. When I was young, the used to be funny. There used to be that rumor that ate a hamster or something. Freddie Starr ate my hamster was the headline in the paper, but I don't think that was true. It's about as true as who's that other goof? That real stupid looking that rocker. He was in that reality show with his wife and his ginger, purple haired wife, Ozzy Osbourne. Yeah, he had the reputation of biting the head off a bat. I think I don't know whether that was you know how the hell does that guy stay alive? And Freddie Starr dies. I mean, really. Um, Matthew Hanna, do you think with your cookery experience in your channel that you would ever have another job in the culinary industry? So I'm just reading the next one as well. The thing is, people ask me that, could I go and get my own restaurant and all this stuff? The trouble is, if I was to, I mean, I'm not a trained chef. I'm just like a lot of stuff I go in there. I don't even know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing and I'll cook it as best as I can, and it always turns out pretty good. Sometimes I just make stuff up as I go along. Sometimes I'm halfway through cooking something and I'll make a halfway through making a casserole and I'll turn it into a stir fry instead. Stuff like that. But if I was to work in a restaurant or a cafe, there's no way they would give me that kind of freedom to do anything like that. You have to follow a menu. I think unless I own the place and I can do what I like, but that's doubtful. If I had a burger van, I could do regular burger stuff for the regular people who just want to get in there, have a burger, and piss off. And I could do a sideline of stir fries. You know, basically, yeah. Like if I'm doing burgers, For example, I got burger meat, and I'm doing hot dogs. I've got hot dog meat, sausages. I got bacon for the bacon burgers. I got eggs for bacon and egg burgers. I've got all these ingredients. I could take all of those and chuck in some rice, chuck in a bunch of vegetables. I could turn it into a meaty stir fry like that. That would be something that I could make my own. Give the bacon burgers to all the schmoes who don't know any different. But anybody wants some quality, something with all four meats in it plus some egg. Um, I could make it my own. I could make it different. It'd be slightly different every time. It won't be to a formula. It would just be what is available. Right. I've got 10 sausages that have got to be used today. Bang, chop them up into tiny pieces, throw them in. Right. I've got some bacon that I've opened up. Right. I've used 10 out of the 18 slices. Right. I mean, sort of like take what you got and make some lucky dip stir fry. And then people come up and say, right, listen, give me a bowl of lucky dip stir fry. Now that would be something that I would enjoy doing. But anything else I wouldn't be able to do because the boss doesn't want to hear any shit like that. He wants to, just follow the menu. Which is a bit of a shame because that's what when if I go into a place, I want to know that the chef's given if there was something good like some kind of oh man, my nose is itching. If they did the best casserole in the world, and you don't know what's in. Well, you know what's in there because they'll tell you, right? But you know that it's going to have 3 different meats. It's going to have 5 different vegetables. You go in and you'd go in there all the time, wouldn't you? Because you're in for a decent meal, and it's different every day. That'd be something I would like to. If I had a burger van, that's what something I'd be doing. I'd get a reputation for doing the best stir fry ever. It just depends on what's available, in the fridge. Pablo, I give you my permission. It could go viral. Oh, we talk about the burger. Yeah, actually, yeah. Actually, I must do that. Actually, get a quadruple burger. Yeah, because that might be good actually, because it means less bread. You put it all into one burger. My nose is itching like a bastard right under there. It's itching like crazy, man. The thing is, I can either shave it if I leave it for another 2-3 days, it'll stop. It'll stop itching, but it's because it's getting to that stage, David Eccles. Anyway, what do you think of Jamie Oliver? Probably Jamie Oliver sacking his staff by text. I didn't know that, but it's an asshole thing to do. Let me tell you, for anybody. I mean, Jamie Oliver's a fucking twat anyway, but sacking people over the phone or by text even, that's just not on. Yeah, Matthew Hanna, lucky dip stir fry sounds brilliant. You are a creative person, Mark. Thank you very much, Matthew Hanna. Yeah, I do. The thing is, I like to be really creative in the kitchen when I've got, the things I like making the most is not a laid out dinner. Like something that is laid. Just go in there and make it. I like going in the fridge. Right, okay, I've got 1 sausage that needs to be used. I've got 4 slices of bacon from yesterday's sandwich. I'll go in the freezer. I've got 1 pork chop left out of a pack of 4. Right, I'll pull that out, defrost it, and then think, what can I do with this? Okay, I could make a sandwich. I could make a stir fry. I could make a casserole. Inventing something a bit like that TV show. You remember when you got a couple of celebrity chefs, and you get a couple of goofs out of the audience. And what they do, they give them a tenner, whip down the shop, and then they come back and they've got like a pork chop, and they've got an onion, one potato, a chunk of cheese, a bit of lettuce, right? And it's come up to £9.75, and they're right, and all right, just under the budget. And then the celebrity chef's got to make something out of that, right? And he's going to make a pork chop linguine or some shit, it's like that. You just pull out what needs to be pulled out of the fridge and the freezer, and then make out, just make something with what you've got, rather than, I don't know, get the ingredients for what you want. Just make something with, necessity is the mother of invention, just pull out some crap out your fridge and freezer and then decide, what can I do with this, you find, you get all those ingredients, you find one potato. You think, all right, you can make a pie. If you got one sausage, 3 bits of bacon, a pork chop, one potato, add a carrot and a handful of sweet corn, make a pie. It's simple. Just make ready, steady, cook. That's it. That's the program. Lewis Taylor, Mark, we have just got McDonald's. Can you review my order? Well, the thing is, I only really eat 2 things, but yeah, I mean, they do make good chips. I'll give them that. They're better than Burger King. But I like Burger King used to do shitty chips. Now they do chips with with the skin still on them. So, but McDonald's still have the edge on chips. Simon Millward. Evening, Mark, he says. Hello, Simon. Really steady cook. Oh, John Doherty. Haven't seen your name there for a while. Ready, steady cook. Ainsley Harriott. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, he was a bloody annoying fucker. He was giving it, I don't want to shake my, doing the old pan thing. I'm going to spill my drink, but yeah, he was annoying. But it was an interesting show. I mean, if I was to go on that show, and you got drag somebody out of the audience, give them a tenner and kick them out the door and say, right, get down the shop, buy some stuff, come back. I'm sure I could make a feast out of it, pretty much anything, as long as I don't come back with any liver, Marmite, or but pretty much anything I could do something with. Yeah. Do they still make that show? If they do, if anybody knows anybody at the BBC, just put my name forward. Simon Millward. Mark, mate, have you tried the chicken and mushroom super noodle pots? I don't know. No, well, I don't really go for pot noodles anymore. I mean, these are ages old, I don't really go for pot noodles anymore because they're a bit, not exactly nutritious. I prefer to, make a dinner nowadays and film it, Mark Smith is fluent in typos. There we go. Yeah, that's the thing. Sometimes typos can be difficult to read, but sometimes, I'm able to figure out sometimes, but sometimes it's just impossible. But a lot of the time I can know. Pablo, Mark, you have turned into a Dalek. Pablo's, Mark, you have turned into a Dalek. I don't know what. I don't know what that means. I know the Daleks from the Doctor Who. It was funny though. I tell you what, Doctor Who's been going years. I mean, I remember when we were back at DIS, and I was we left DIS Norfolk to come here 40 years ago. So between the age of 5 and 7, until we left there when I was about 7. Doctor Who was on, and back then the Cybermen. For those who don't know, Cybermen, they're like robotic men dressed in silver, and they've got these big handles on the side of their head. They go around a bit like mindless stormtroopers. And I can remember as a 5-year-old, as soon as Doctor Who would come on and that haunting, music come on, the Cybermen come out. Because I'll be hiding behind a couch, and I'll be, oh yeah, I still remember that, hiding behind a couch. I was scared of the Cybermen. Because at 5 years old, you've got no concept that what's on the telly is not real, you know. But yeah, I remember. But I remember the Daleks. The Daleks were good. Well, they were scary, but You charging Simon Millward, PMSL. I'm not sure. My eyes are going a bit. It's getting late, and the vodka is starting to. Right, Pablo says it must have been my internet. I just refreshed it. It's fine now. You're sounding back to normal. Oh, I see. Oh, I didn't realize it was the sound of a Dalek you were talking about. Ah, yeah. Well, that's normally yeah. There's any problems, just hit the refresh. Yeah, Mark Smith. Doctor Who is female now. I tell you what, I tell you, I see. This is the PC. I don't know. I haven't watched Doctor Who in years, but It seems to be. I don't know whether they're jumping on the PC bandwagon. You look at Oceans. What was it? Oceans 11. The last one they had a all woman cast. Um, what was it? Ghostbusters. They changed it to an all woman cast. Um, there's a whole. There's some other examples as well. I can't think of, but it show it. I don't care, but I'm just wondering whether it's they're jumping on the PC bandwagon thing. Right? Well, we've had 40 years of men being the Doctor. Change it to a woman. Oh, they're looking at a female James Bond. I'll tell you what, that is gonna fuck the franchise up. I believe if they have a female James Bond, it's gonna be Jamie Bond or some shit. Um, I think that will kill the I could be full of shit. I've been full of shit before. When I said that Catherine Janeway on Star Trek's Voyager, who wants to see a woman captain? What do they know, right? All right, I was wrong. I was right. She made a good captain. I was full of shit on that occasion. I thought it was a big load of shit having a woman captain until I saw her, and she was pretty good. But I really think that a female James Bond will be the death nail of the James Bond franchise. Why fuck with stuff? If it's not broke, don't fix it. Everybody wants to see the James Bond movies because, like all the people who like them, was it Fleming that wrote them, described it as every man wants to be him, every woman wants to be with him. He's the absolute the man's man. They go in and he can go in and shoot everybody and blow shit up, and he's got all the gadgets. He's banging chicks left and right. Nobody wants to see it. It's not the system's not broke. The film's not broke. Don't fix them by putting a woman in there. If you want to put a woman in a fucking into a comedy role, a heroic role, which they've had a few and they've worked out pretty good. With Sigourney Weaver and Aliens for one. Do another Tomb Raider. It's a fucking woman. She's the Jane Bond. Thank you, Pablo. Yeah, Tomb Raider. She's the hero of that one. By all means, make another one. Don't fuck with James Bond movies by making it a woman. If it's not broke, don't think. If the audience was crashing and nobody was going out and watching, nobody gives a shit about James Bond anymore, then think, oh right, well we've got to do something to shake up the franchise here. What can we do? Nobody wants to see James Bond. Put a woman here. Woman secret agent, great, brilliant. Yeah, but no, people are still wanting to watch it. And in my opinion, I mean, I tell you, I fucking want. One of the reasons why I didn't go watch the blockbuster with the all women cast. One, because it's all women. It's a full women cast, right? Two, yeah, I'll say it. Yeah, people say, oh, what's that word? Not homogenized. Anyway, there's a word for that. Partly because it's a woman cast. Partly it looked like a bunch of shit, and partly because unlike the men's version back in the 80s, where you've got four characters, um, but you can identify with them, right? You've got your boffin, you've got your guy who's just there for the ride, you've got a guy who's there to pick up, with Bill Murray's character, who's there just to basically, pick up chicks at the college. You've got the black fella who's, I can't think of his name, he's there for a paycheck. That's the one I identify with. He said, look, I'll believe in anything you say as long as there's a paycheck at the end of the week. You see, a lot of people can identify with him, but these other ones, I can't identify with any of those four women from what I've seen of the commercials and that. They fucked with a good thing, and and that guy, their secretary guy, who plays Thor, I think, borderline retarded. I mean, what the fuck they put him in there for? He's like, I mean, at least in the original, they had a woman secretary. She was the feisty Brooklyn woman who's on the, yeah, what do you want? At least she could hold her own. Looking at the adverts of when they got the Thor on the desk as the secretary, he's like, everybody, all four of them are creaming their jeans over this guy because he's so gorgeous and handsome. He's a borderline fucking vegetable, right? The guy can barely dress himself from what I've seen in the adverts. And it was a men hating film. It was pro women. Aren't women great? Women can do all this, and men can fuck themselves. They can, the borderline idiots, or they're, no, they fucked a perfectly good thing. If they'd had equal 2 men, 2 women, great. You know. Anyway, what a bit of a, yeah, Jane Bond. I mean, if they have a woman James Bond, I won't be seeing it. Uh, if I want to see a woman hero, great. There's plenty. Go watch fucking Wonder Woman, right? The new or the old Wonder Woman. Go watch any of the Alien movies. Sigourney Weaver, she's the hero throughout all those films. And my nose is itching again. Go watch the Tomb Raider. Go watch Xena, Princess fucking Warrior. There's another one on the cover. There's a woman dressed in red, and she's got like two. Anyway, I can't remember what her name is. There's a whole bunch of women heroes. Don't fuck with what's already people are wanting. People have been grown up with. Oh, yeah. Proud Englishman, a black James Bond would be called Gollywog Bond. Oh, let's just read that again. Proud Englishman. All right, I'll have to do that. Black James Bond would be called Gollywog Bond. Gollywog Bond. Yeah, bloody. You see, that's the kind of thing. If I, that's Gollywog Bond. You see, that's the thing. I mean, I don't think a black James Bond would work either. I mean, I could be full of shit. Again, what do I know? If I knew anything, I'd be, I'd be probably, making movies instead of watching them. But yeah, woman James Bond, black James Bond. I mean, there's plenty of black heroes, not, well, superhero. I don't know, superheroes, but hero type roles. I can't think of any at the top of my head. Spawn, I guess. Mr. T. Yeah, well, anyway, there's probably some more. Yeah. Anyway, there's probably some. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Doctor Zeus. I've answered that question a bunch of times, and I think you know the answer to that. If you've read reports on that, then you will have seen a photograph of the person involved. In that case, you would know that it's not me. Uh, Mr. Tongue. Yes, it's him, Zeus. So what? No, it's not me. It was somebody else that with the same name. I actually worked with a guy, him and his brother, at one point, and years later I saw their name in the paper. Ah, yeah, Mark Smith, Tom Hardy as James Bond, quite possibly. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, because the one that's going to, what's his name? The one that's going to be making the last few James Bond. The right. Actually, let me just come back in a minute. Right. Sorry about that. Can't remember what I was talking about. Yeah. The truth says the coincidence is just too much. Well, not really. I mean, you figure the amount of people that are in the country. I mean, a lot of people have the same name. A lot. I think of how many people have got the same surnames. So how many people? But yeah, it's just coincidence that. Well, yeah, I mean, it's a coincidence that he happened to have the same name. Different middle name. He was Mark J, and I'm Mark A. Same name in the same city. Yeah, yeah. But if you've read the article, look at the photograph that'll come with it, and you'll see it's not me. Mark is a very common name. Yeah, yeah. But yeah. John Doherty. Yeah, Mark is a fairly common name. It's quite a popular name. All right, look. The truth says the photo looks like you, though. Look, I'm gonna. No, yeah, right. There you go. You're on a timeout. Yeah, I mean, the truth has been saying that, the truth of the matter is the guy has the same first name and the same last name, but a different middle name. I used to work with a guy 20 years ago. I happened to find the article as well with his name in the paper. This guy, the truth is convinced he's not convinced, he's just saying he's convinced that I am the person, even though I'm saying, just look at the photograph of the guy. All right, so you're in a timeout. Okay, you're just not getting what I'm telling you, so you can just, yeah, Remarks is a slightly less common surname though. John Doherty. Yeah, yeah. In actual fact, it's funny because the channel is called Mark's Remarks. Okay, my first name is Mark. It's funny because I've had people at work and I've had people write to me on comments on the videos calling me Marks. Hey Marks, how you doing? Marks, oh, I love your video. Like it's my first name. Oh, my nose! I tell you what, I'm gonna have a shave tomorrow. I'm sick of this itching. Anyway, yeah, Lost Path. No, he used to work in the same. He worked there for about just I don't know, just a few months. Um, Lost Path, Mark. Doesn't that sound ridiculous? Well, that's the thing. I worked there for a while, for several years. There was another guy there with the same surname. My brother came to work there for a while, and his brother, who was Mark, worked there for a while. So there was four Durants two pairs of brothers, you know. So yeah, I mean the odds on that happening. I mean, normally you get a guy that goes into work. There might be another. It's strange, you know, the coincidence of somebody else having the same surname would be pretty slim, but it happens, and they're not related. But the fact that two pairs of brothers worked in the same company at the same time, yeah, I've not heard of that before, but you know, it happened. The yeah. Anyway, so he yeah, he left, and it was, yeah, it was like 15 years later. I just, you know, just happened to find his name in the thing. What's Simon Millward. By the way, Mark, what's the video where you made gravy with cider? I don't know. I did lots of those. I did lots of videos where I used cider as gravy mix. I put cider in the gravy instead of water. Uh, I don't know specifically, and there was lots of them. I suppose if you put in, see, because the thing is, what I do, I have the title, Mark's Remarks, beef pie with vegetables and potatoes, say. But in the word searches below, I will put in potatoes, peas, carrots, gravy, onions, tomatoes, you know, all you know, the ingredients. So anybody comes up and says, "Oh, I want to make a dinner with cabbage," you know, but so it's possible that I've used in the either in the title or in the word search, gravy and the word cider. So if you was to put in Mark's Remarks, gravy, cider, maybe that would bring up a bunch of dishes that I've made, which may not have cider in the title. It may or may not, but if you play the video, it may be a video with gravy made with cider. And that's the way it'll come up because if I put it in the word search, then hopefully it would come up. Yeah, that's the only thing I can think of because I don't know what videos I would have had it, but that would be the way to find it. Mark's Remarks, cider, gravy. Mark Smith. I will change my name. Pablo, have you ever had pot noodle poured on top of chippy chips? It's a taste sensation. No, I haven't. I've never had pot noodle. I've never had pot noodles and chips at the same time. Gray Rothwell, welcome to you. Hey, Mark, hope all is well. Often thought you should call your live streams, I guess, Mark's Remarks, or, you know, Durant's Rants. Haha, another play on words. Hope all is well, mate. Thank you very much. Yeah, actually, that would have been pretty good. Durant's Rants. Yeah. Oh, I tell you, that was good. Yeah. Because I mean, I did have a complaint from somebody who found one of my cards on the bus, and they said, you know, that they come onto here expecting to see discount, you know, like cookery videos, and they went straight to my other live stream last month, which the headline was transgender and mental. You know, what do I list some of the topics? Transgender and mental illness. I was having a rant about, you know, of course, the fruitcakes and stuff, you know, and they wrote to me saying how appalled they were And but that's the thing. I wrote back and said, look, my videos, my cookery videos are all wholesome. They're all nice. They're all just cookery. The live streams, however, is me just being the alternate me, It's a bit like the evil Spider-Man, and then you got good it's I mean, I'm kind of like, I'm a decent enough person, but I'm sort of like, you imagine the line in the middle. One, I'm being wholesome and just being my nice side on the cookery, because that's what it is. It's just a cookery channel, and I'm sharing my cookery knowledge with people who want to share, with what I've learned. And then you've got me just, straightening out the world, telling people what's what and what's wrong with the world, and yeah. But yeah, but people don't seem to realize that, like there's two sides of the same coin. It's all on one channel. It's all on the Mark's Remarks channel, but the live is completely different topics to the cookery, So yeah, that is actually a good name for the live stream, Durant's Rants, um, Mark Smith, meatballs and chips. I may have had those. Yeah, I mean, I've had some kind of meat and chips. Yeah, yeah. I can imagine the gravy would be quite good with the chips. What course with? Oh yeah. Oh dear. Okay. John Doherty, what's your favourite Oasis song? Well, I'm not really an Oasis fan. I thought, when I saw Oasis, what's your favourite Oasis flavour? Well, that'd be the citrus orange. But I don't really have an Oasis song. Pablo, Mark Smith. Pablo says, Mark Smith, chips go with nearly everything. I love them with a full English. Yeah, you see, mind you, that's the other thing. People call it an English breakfast, where you've got chips, beans, mushrooms, sausage, bacon. To me, it's just dinner, breakfast, dinner. I don't, it's all the same. Yeah, I never understood why they call it an English breakfast. It's not an English, fucking cereal's an English breakfast. It's what most people eat. Um, yeah. Anyway, but yeah, I just call it. Yeah, it's good though. Yeah, Lost Path is on another timeout. I put Lost Path on it, so I don't know whether he's writing again, but it says on there you're on a timeout for 300 seconds, which is, I'm not sure, what's that, 5 minutes, 60, 120, 240, yeah, 5 minutes. Yeah, put them on there for a timeout. They come back just talking shit again, and then so I put one on another timeout. When your 5 minutes is up, if you just keep it going, I just put you on another timeout, or I'll just block you, or I don't know, depending on what I feel like. Robbie Cooper, are you feeling drunk? No, I'm not drunk, but I'm definitely feeling the effect of the vodka. But it's been ages since I've been fucked up, fall down drunk. On anything, vodka, lager. It's been years. I mean, I'm definitely feeling the effect of the vodka, but I've gotten to the age now where I don't drink until I fall over. That's just kid shit. I know some adults do, because and I've seen it. It's just kind of behaviour that you'd expect adults to grow out of, although not all of them do. But no, I drink until I can, till I feel it, and then slow down, stop. I don't drink until I'm comatose. But no, I'm feeling the effect, but I'm not drunk. I definitely wouldn't trust myself driving, and I definitely wouldn't trust myself behind, the wheel of a car or a forklift truck or any kind of mechanical machinery. I'm not even certain I trust myself with a frying pan, to tell you the truth. If I was to cook something, it'd have to be in the microwave or the air fryer. I couldn't trust myself with some hot fat in a frying pan or something like that. I just couldn't, Like I say, I'm not that I'm drunk, but I just couldn't trust myself with it, being a bit blurry-eyed. Pablo asks, have you ever had white pudding? I've never heard of white pudding. I've heard of black pudding, of course, but I've never had black pudding because although it's probably different to regular sausages where you just got everything mushed up together. But when they go out of their way to describe the contents of black pudding as mostly blood, that's not something that sounds appetizing. Although if you think about what goes into a regular sausage, you probably wouldn't eat that if you knew about it. But yeah, I've heard of black sausage, but I've never heard of white sausage. Lewis Wells, like the content. Are you saying you like the content? If you do, thank you so much for joining us. Pablo says, you're wrong, John Doherty. I love to wash chips down with a nice cold glass of chalky milk. My God. Chalky milk, man, I haven't drank chocolate milk in, Actually, what I'll do, it's been a while. I'll reiterate the thing here. I'll put I'm trying to move this over there. There you go. For those who have just joined us not long ago, there's a few of them there. What I'm doing is, I'm trying to direct people to Mark's Remarks money saving tip number 1, where I go in that video. I go to describe and show how to make postcards out of discarded cereal boxes, biscuit box, packet of biscuit tube, a pizza lid. Those on the microwave dinners where you pull the sleeve out and you've got a plastic tray full of spaghetti bolognese or curry or something. It's the plastic sleeve. Cut that into a postcard. If you write on it this address and may I have a shout out? I think you're jolly fantastic and can I have a shout out? Some shit like that. And put a stamp on it. Send it to here. I will read them out live on another live stream for everybody who sends a postcard. Send it on a post, not a regular postcard. Do it on the back of a discarded cereal box or a piece of packaging, so that way the postman's going to have a bit of a shocker when he delivers a big bag full of what looks like rubbish, but it will have a stamp on it. So he's got to deliver it. If you send, if you want one of my promotional leaflets here that I've been handing out on buses and all kinds of places, if you want one of those, send a stamped addressed envelope. I'll open it up. I'll put this in it. I'll send it back to you. As long as it's got a stamp on it, great. And thank you in advance for all those people who said they're going to send me some T-shirts. If you've got a promotional, if you know somebody who's got a company, or you own a company, or your brother's working for a place and they want to shout out, have them send me a promotional T-shirt with their company name. I'll wear it on a future video, or I'll show it and give a shout out and tell the people what you do and how to get hold of you, that kind of, I'll give you a shout out. Just a little bit of thing. I mean, because people have been in this live stream and also the live stream 3 weeks ago, people have been nice enough to donate with that little, I think it's that $ icon down below. People have been donating, some amounts, whatever they're comfortable with. And with that money, I used it to pay for this post office box, which I've got for the next 3. Well, it starts Tuesday. Today's Saturday, the 25th of the 5th. It starts Monday, which is handy because the post office has be shuttle weekend. Monday's a bank holiday, so Tuesday's the first day that anybody can send any stuff. So, you know, if you've got any promotional T-shirts, make your own postcards, sachets of sauces that you may get from abroad. Sweep Sings is going to send me some Thailand toffee bars for me to review. You know, anything like that, any correspondence, send to that, and you know, I'll shout out. You know, don't put shout out requests in an envelope, because then I've got to open them up. You know, just put it on a postcard and make sure the postcard's not a real postcard. Make sure it's made from a bit of scrap cereal box. Anyway, so that's that. So that's for the people who have just joined us. Mark Smith's. Oh, wait a minute. Pablo, white pudding is Irish, Mark. It's lovely. It doesn't have blood in it and has pork in it with herbs and spices. Interesting. I've never heard of that. Mark Smith is Irish, he says there. He's from Dublin. Pablo, I have family in Wicklow and Limerick. All right. Well, you was about to get a shout out, but you know, you people. John Doherty says white pudding is good, but black pudding is better. Yeah, I never liked the sound of black pudding though. Anyway, any road. Bloody hell, look at that. Shit, have I been going 3 hours? Let's have a look. I'll move this. Yeah, I have to move the screen over to block the clock, which is 3 hours, 1 minute. I have to move it over in order to read all the comments. And I was only meant to be going for 1 hour. Look at that. And I've been going 3. Black pudding and egg sandwich is like heaven. Black pudding and egg. Interesting. Yeah, it's just the. I mean, when they advertise, I mean, if they just told you what was in a black pudding, I might try it, but it doesn't look too appetizing. And the fact that they go out their way to say that it's made with blood. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, so that's about that. I better wrap it up, I think, because it's been going 3 hours. Okay. Okay, well, anyway, all right. Well, I've plugged that plenty of times. Oh, and also, yeah, what I didn't say was if you're doing it from out of England, don't forget to put England on there. Otherwise, it'll take months to arrive, most likely. Okay. Okay. Well, thank you to everybody who who've been watching the channel. If you've not hit the like, by all means, and unless anybody, I'll tell you what, unless anybody's got anything they want to. Oh, Pablo, what's it? Look, what's this? Oh. A new listener here. Unless you've been listening for a while, but I just haven't. Jenny Ekins. Jenny Ekins. Hi, Mark. Love your videos. Thank you so much. What's your favorite way to make eggs? I love poached or scrambled. Yeah. My favorite way to make eggs, I think, would be a fried egg. Soft. But, you know, it's kind of like hit and miss with the soft and the bloody, cooking it to just a couple of seconds. That's all it takes. I do like scrambled egg if I'm mixing it. I don't normally eat scrambled egg as such, but if I'm doing, say, a scrambled egg, which I've done in the past, mash it all, scramble it all up, throw in some beans, throw in some bacon, throw in some rice, and make a stir fry out of it. Excuse me. Then that's the kind of egg that I like, yeah, either fried egg in a fried egg sandwich or on toast, but scrambled, I like it mixed up with a whole bunch of other stuff to make a good stir fry kind of thing. Vault Bowl Man likes it poached. John Doherty, excellent. Mark Smith, exactly. Yeah, Vault Bowl Man. Wow, rude burp. Yes, yeah, you're right. It's rude, but what do I? I don't. Yeah, there are times when I might apologise for my behaviour, but yeah, this is not one of them. That sounds a bit extreme. What? That sounds a bit extreme. What do you mean about? Not apologising for burping. Yes. Well, yeah. It depends on what company I'm in. I know that most of my subs don't mind a bit of rude burping. I mean, anyway, I'm up to 23 likes. Who wants to be 24th? Somebody be 24th, and I'll give you a shout out. Somebody? No, nobody be 24th. Okay. This is going to take some explaining. Yeah, a lot of 24th. Who wants to own up to that? Explaining. Yes, thank you, John Doherty. Doherty, not Dorothy. Doherty. Gray Rothwell. I'm very stoned, Mark, he says. Gonna have to go to bed. Catch you next time, mate. I have thumbed up earlier. Well, thank you to you, Gray Rothwell. Thank you for sticking around. And yeah, speak to you on the next one. And yeah, he's very stoned, so he's gonna have to have to go to bed. Good night to you. Mark Smith. Mark Smith doesn't mind me burping, I guess. Good. Oh, Pablo. It says 25 on his screen. Thumbs up. Yeah, it says 24 on mine. I got 24. It must be mine. Mine must be yeah. That's the thing. There's probably a bit of leeway, a bit of delayed. Oh man. Anyway, yeah, I got 24. Okay, well, I'll tell you what. Yeah. Okay. Well, look, I'll do hopefully by Tuesday everybody will want to even if you don't want to like you say with the t-shirts, the chicken, I was talking earlier about the sending mealworms, dried mealworms you get for £1 in the Poundland. For those who want to send those, great. And when the chicken videos start coming along, I'll do videos of feeding the chickens with the mealworms. Anybody who doesn't want to go to the expense of buying the mealworms or posting t-shirts and whatnot, if you want to shout out, just send a postcard. It'll just cost you a stamp. Won't even cost you anything on a postcard because you'll be making it from rubbish out of the bin. And yeah, so just cost you a stamp. So, but if you want to, whatever you want to send, the more mealworms I can get, actually, like I say, they cost a quid from Poundland and Wixes and stuff. Yeah, I mean, because I know a few other people who have got chickens, so I can do several different. If I get enough, I'll do videos over here with some feeding, and then go to film somebody else's set. Anyway, I can do the more mealworms I got, the more anyway, the more videos I can make. Okay, so all right, I'll leave that with you, and what I'll do, in the upcoming videos for the next 3 months, I'll have this in the background, and I'll point to it when I'm doing cookery videos. So anybody who misses this will have a chance to see it on the cookery videos, and hopefully, hopefully it might be popular, because after 3 months, if it's popular enough, I could, extend it a little bit more. It'd just be a bit of fun, sending some, stuff through the post, and we'll annoy the postman with all of that, because it'll look like rubbish, all these scraps of cardboard. That'd be quite good. But anyway, thank you. I tell you, I'm feeling the effects of that vodka now. Thank you, everybody, for sticking around for the last 3 hours and 10 minutes in 5 seconds. Bloody hell, I only meant to do this for one hour. That's I tell you, that's just the thing. I get onto a oh yeah. And good night. Right, Pablo says good night to people. Yep, thank you to everybody, and especially to those who contributed with the little, with the donation symbol down there. It's all very kind of you, very, very well, very much appreciated. And yeah, it's just, it's nice to know that people are enjoying the channel. I mean, for me, it's like I've said before. For me, it's not the, I don't, I don't earn enough money on doing this to make it, for me to be able to do it for the money. But the money side through the donations and the advertisements, if everybody can just watch the adverts, it all helps. And it's just, it just makes you feel like you're doing a job that people actually want to watch. That's the reward for me mostly. John O, you good, Mark? You good? Oh, Mark, you good? Thank you very much. Thank you, John. John, no much how is OW. Anyway, but thank you very much, and good night, everybody. And I'm going to call it a day there, because I need to go have a lay down. Good night. Thank you for watching.